Attack the objective now!
I don't know, yeah, because he just said that he had to do something on Restream or else I wouldn't have gone live. But to start OBS back, I guess I'll try to restart OBS again. I already did it once, but I might as well. It says OBS is currently active. All streams recorded to be shut down. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really streaming.
Attack the objective!
Why is this not going live? Go live. Anyway. Okay, I think that should be both of us live. Welcome everybody to Tier 1's Community Night. Wind down the music here. Flip off that screen. Let's get into it.
So also DragonKingSoup here. I'm on my 3-week vacation.
There we go. Oh, I love. I hate when this happens. Like, if you're in a tank and they're like at an angle and then you exit, it like keeps the camera at a weird angle to watch this fight.
So I guess we should like point out who's in the server. This is the European.
This is the European cruise.
The European cruise. All right. Let me get the little bonkers out there. And we have with us right now. It looks like we have the DFE. Looks like they're here. Got
Every objective must be defended.
like a blast from the past. BSR5 member. What are those even?
Nice.
They're not competitive anymore. I don't expect them. Good to see him again. Full disclosure, BSR5 wasn't competitive. I was a part of the European now, so that's you're seeing him here.
Dragon, he says you're low on mic. That might be my fault.
Hello?
That might be me.
We got TPW here. Stalin's 1 second here.
Scottish, did I just improve that? Is he because I lowered you on my Discord. I think that's why.
He said, there we go. Alright,
Cool.
well. But, yeah, so, yeah, a lot of DFE, a couple BSR5, a couple of people I know from BSR5. Notorious Pat used to play for them. He's Platoon TT now. A couple of people without clans, so it's good to see players. I mean, we did hijack their server, but it's good to see people are still here. Playing with everybody. I was trying to get a conquest, we'll disclose that. Had a very hard time getting one. That was reasonably not full. So if people are still trying to get in, give it some time. We're going to be doing front lines until someone finds us a conquest that's pretty empty. So. And for those who are watching in the afternoon on a lazy Saturday, the North American one, I believe, is at 9 p.m. East Coast time tonight, right? Yeah, so if you're on the North American clock, it should be 9 p.m. East Coast time, which would be 6 o'clock West Coast. And do the math if you're in the middle of the country. Let me re-plug my mic in. Hold on. Did that improve it? Okay. This is what happens when you have an old mic. They would be so much better if we had RSP. We wouldn't have to basically just hijack a server. It would be nice. But, you know, I will post in multiple, I guess, Discords for if there's multiple people from different groups here. A video I saw of someone who actually did a time frame of how DICE has slowly been getting rid of RSP over the recent number of battlefields. It's actually really interesting. I didn't actually think of it that way, that it has been on the decline for a while now. So it's actually kind of interesting. I'll listen to that while I was cleaning my bathroom, because full disclosure, you know, timeline is that as soon as the Frostbite engine came out, they started they started taking away a feature here, a feature there, a feature here, and eventually now it's gotten to feature of just RSP completely. Because it didn't launch with Battlefield 1, as you know. It came out later. So, yeah. Yeah.
How do you do?
Oh my goodness! It's our friend from the undisclosed location.
Hey, hey.
Hey! That is correct because I'm. Oh, look, we got a couple other people who are playing here now from different clans. Sorry.
My screen's all cut off, so that's a thing.
Looks like we've got two split sides here. We've got some players from GZN. We've got some BSR5 remnants. We've got some the new guys on the block who are just on their own. TT. They're in one group on the red team or the Axis team. DFE seems to have. Yeah. DFE seems to have picked the allied team, and they're just bulldozing right now. Looks a little bit. Oh shoot!
Be still. I got ya.
What do we got here? Where'd the point fall back to? Okay, so it fell back. Blue's on the push. Let's see here. Oh, you got the flankers up on the move here.
Yeah,
Spaghetti Hero, who is quite a good player. I've played with him before. Man rarely misses a shot. Notorious Pat on the flank.
Past two snipers. That could be. Oh wait, no, it's Madam.
Yeah,
man.
there's DFE's just playing the point just perfectly, honestly. They're
DFE is
just
coming from behind too, coming up where DFE just was. They're coming up there with the west.
Yeah, I mean it's just not gonna happen. Like you look at it this way, is that TFE know how to play some conquest. That we played against them before, and when I jumped into the European server, and man, can they play some front lines. My goodness.
Looks like there's a tank setting up on the next position.
Yeah, this one map, Hamada specifically in front lines, you can get bogged down for quite a while. Going back and forth.
This next position.
Yeah.
Attack the objective.
One of these days I'm gonna make a video of just
This next position might be a trouble spot because it's really in the open.
There's a couple good spots. DFE's got the right idea. They're going for that ditch right there where the trees are, because based on visibility, it's really hard to hit anybody as soon as they get into foliage, unless you know they're there.
There's a tank on that ridge line looking down at Foxtrot too.
Those tanks need to get up front and support because, yeah.
Those things need to actually push if they want to have a chance. Because if they have two tanks there, then they can hold off for a bit. But if DFE can overwhelm them, they can eventually take Fox. Those tanks will not mean anything if they don't push.
But I mean, you look at some of the I'm looking at some of the tactics I'm seeing from Battlefield 1 from a couple teams. DFE is going for the one squad up the middle, one down the left, and I'm seeing now from TT mainly the straight down the left side and flanking on the hard pin, which seems to be for them being really successful. I'm also seeing a couple just blueberries in general just putting up good defensive spots. But right now, I think DEF is carrying the match just by their knowledge of being in the know in sheer numbers.
Now red
But-
team has 3 tanks out right now.
But they've got a good flank going right now. Look at this.
Oh yeah, there's flank. They got 2 V tanks stationed next towards Foxtrot right now for that push, for that initial push. They'll probably push into Foxtrot when it becomes available. Because the time it takes from the Delta to Fox or Echo to Foxtrot, that F is going to be halfway taken by either team.
There are too many snipers on the red team. That's what's killing them right now. Just too
Yeah.
many.
Front lines, front lines. You don't really want a sniper heavy team. You need as many people.
Ooh, Fox just
Yeah.
got taken out.
Looks like red team has a few guys staying back towards Echo just in case if Foxtrot goes into there.
We're seeing BSR, this remainder of BSR 5 guys. There's only 2 currently playing. TT is what was part of the BSR 5 guys. They splintered off and they also played just casually. Notorious used to be a member of BSR 5. Rumpel only plays casual. They only have like 10 members still. They may come back if RSP comes back. That's what I've been told, but I don't think they are. So that's just the answer for that one. TT is just also kind of like when I play with the Vipers, it's mainly just I've been drinking, let's just have a good time kind of a feel. Good envelop here again, trying to stop this cap here. But like I said, DEF really knows front lines. Like when I interviewed them, they knew their stuff. Like they knew where to be, know where to position. Just bad luck for them right there, though. But look where they're getting set up. They're getting set up on that ridge. That ridge right over there with all those snipers, that's going to be either a good move or a bad move. And you've still got some... on the... Yeah. Yep. Smart move. But you know who's had the smarter move at the moment? Look which squad just wiped out everything at E.
Like, that might be crucial. Old move. Let's see if this pays off.
Oh man.
I was talking about the squad at Echo, right?
Yeah, the BSR 5 squad at Echo is all by itself. It's kind of screwed. There's no one there.
And then there comes DFE.
Oh, they got one or two. Oh
Yeah,
wait, no, they're back.
Oh,
Callus
they're
just
back.
came back.
Oh, DFE versus DFE. And DFE won.
But look at the reinforcements are finally here. Oh, this might have been the switch. Oh, look at they're all pinned together. Look at they're all stuck in a corner.
This could be this one's gonna be interesting.
I mean, they're gonna take it. They're gonna keep it because there's not enough
They're gonna keep
bodies.
it. Yeah, they pushed
that was-
too late.
That was ballsy. Yeah. Well, the 3-man push just
But you
wasn't
know what?
enough.
They left Foxtrot position wide open right now.
Yeah, they
And
did.
so
Well, they're
Red
not too
Team
far off
set a
it,
position.
if you think about it that way. Yeah. They can prevent and hold, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. For those of you wondering,
Yeah, they're gonna flank.
yeah, but look, one person
think
sniffed him out.
They spotted that tank. I think they spotted that tank, and then they're trying to find some cover to not be in view of that tank. They're finding some distractory of people to think they're moving one way. But they have two. They got two on their right. 2 tanks on their right flank. coming towards Alpha to Fox.
Man, this makes me just want to play. I mean, gosh. I know I can't hold up against the DFE guys, though. They'll just wreck me 6 ways to Sunday. Well, remember, I had one good game on that. I was trying to hold back the squares, and I just could not. I was just getting wrecked real hard in the last 2 games. Look at DEF setup. That's exactly how I do it. Just sit in that, because that's technically the burn right there. That wooded area. Just hold that down. You dodge yourself. Yeah.
And we got a vehicle, blue vehicle. They're going back. They're going back to Alpha. Then there's blue started to push up a tank a little bit too late there. They had a tank pushing up, but the best they can do is just stay where it is and prevent red team from coming.
Here's the thing, red team just can't get to that point. Like, there's just not enough bodies they can present. Look how far some of these people are away. Like, what do you do?
Granted, a lot of them are snipers and they're hanging back.
No, I'm looking at BSR5 guys. What are you doing back here? I know you're going for the long flank. I get it, but come on, guys. You gotta move. You know this game. But look at, again. They do, if they can get there. They've got that tank that's got cover. TT might have a good shot here. These guys are worrying about the tank more than anything else. Yep, there's one.
I'm seeing a pincer move going on here.
Yeah, I see it. They got it.
But it's being executed really poorly right now.
It seems to be working, honestly.
I mean, the tank is the one that's probably doing most.
And the red team's still getting people up. They're getting bodies back up. And here comes BSR5 from the left. Here we go. On the right, pardon me.
Yes. Red team held on long enough.
He's hiding them off! There we go. Look at that. That was the one. I know those guys are all on the same mic, so I knew exactly what they were trying to do there. That was a good move. That was some good coordination.
Supermind might need to throw a grenade or dynamite.
Oh, yeah. No, he was also waiting for squad spawns, and he's waiting for revives. None of them let go of the trigger. They all held onto it so they can get that move. And one guy was always staying just enough back to get those squad spawns, you know?
We got 3. Yeah, they're. Let's see how they will recover.
This is just some good speed play. This is some really good speed play. DFE had it in the beginning, and then they just couldn't get past that one point, and now they're playing catch-up. You can lose 3 points in a heartbeat on Hamada. Like, just quick.
Yeah.
And honestly, Garbage Joe in that tank is being helpful just by firing shells in their direction.
We
On
must
D.
attack the objective now.
It's already there. It's the Garbage Joe. It's already there.
I don't know if Xperia can make it in time before it's too late. But Xperia is hauling ass towards Delta.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. The TT guys are already trying to run to the next point.
Yeah, that's actually a smart move.
Actually, zoom in on Rumble. Look how far ahead of the action he is. He is so far ahead of the action. Yeah. Yeah. Rumple allowed his guys, PNH88 and the West guy, to just do work, and if they died, they could spawn on him. And now he's just playing for the spawn, which is a good move if you're not the best player.
One step ahead of everyone.
Yeah. Oh, here's where the fight's going to be here at B, or at C, because the DF guys have just fallen back as far as they can.
The medics are trying to get as many revives as possible before they get domed.
Hopefully no medic is using that terrible silenced rifle that they said was going to be a good idea.
I don't think that.
If I'm a medic, I'm using a
It's
Thompson, or I'm
good.
using a ZH-83.
Close. It's good at close range, but if you're looking to go one versus an army of like whole entire squad, it's not practical.
Looks like DFE was able to salvage it and stop the bleeding there. Yep. Yeah. Not before losing position just to have to fight for it back.
I just noticed that Clutie's in DFE now. I thought she was in the EN for a second, for a hot minute. I think she was, but I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of EU stuff still going on around here. The main thing is right here, blue still has their tanks. Blue team still has 2 tanks, whereas red does not have any.
Looks like those 2 tanks might be flanking them too.
Those 2
Maybe
tanks are just saying, forget it, I'm going. They have 3 tanks, pardon me, versus... Yeah. They play a good game. Like I said, they're not the best players on the map, but they're going to be the ones that are going to play the position and force you to come after them.
Haben Sie einen Plan, Feldwebel?
There's
Like,
smoke,
that's-
which is
Yeah, smoke's deadly.
there's
Yeah.
one smoke, which could be an advantage to it.
They could just keep fighting back and forth for a bit and let their tanks get back on the map. They have a chance. Yeah.
And we go back to Charlie.
But look at, again, sure, TT held the line, but look who's already at C.
Rumpel, I'm guessing. Yep,
Yep.
there he is.
But Fox is also there. Fox knows the trick. Both of them do. Look at Chubbo and Fox are both looking for him. They're like, wait a minute. Fox got to get his boys back on the point.
We have an issue over there.
Anyone should, like, if you're a med, they should just throw smoke. Use that.
Oh, here come the tanks! Here come the tanks! Oh, this is gonna cut the map in half. Look what's happened right here. The map has just been cut in half.
Two tanks are staying back, and then 1 tank is coming.
Oof, Rumpel just got wrecked. And PNS is
Looks
about
like-
to get flanked completely by Shopa.
Looks like Cold Killer is getting a little bit of an attention over.
Oh, he's about to get picked off. I can feel it. How has no one noticed him yet? Oh, now they have. Yeah, now it's over. Nah, but look at that. Yeah, that
Probably
bisection.
being taken by Brew for now. So it's
No, they didn't have any good points. Like those tanks, that tank came running down the middle with at least 4 guys. The tank is Lucas Dew 24, just came barreling down the middle of the map and just dissected both points in half. And basically allowed C to be taken pretty much immediately.
and Rumpel's back at the previous position right now with the tank.
Yeah.
So this could be interesting. We're going to see a tank on tank action right there.
But here's the main thing. Blue guys, yeah. You got, like I said, it's good breakdown. This is actually a good competitive match on it. You don't normally see a lot. Sometimes they can be immediately quick. They're just already over by the time they start.
That's why I really don't like the public games. I rather like these events because it's much more closer and much more fun.
Gun's that? Ooh, yeah, sheesh.
Does he have,
Oh, is that
does he have
that's-
the new LMG? Yeah, my STG is gold and I have the little knight thing.
I'd have to get good with it first, the STG. If it's not a machine gun or a submachine gun, I can't do it.
Let's see if DFV can recover.
They're
this.
trying.
So-
Trooper.
They're trying.
2 snipers versus a machine gun. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna win that fight every
they
time.
Honestly, but DFV honestly needs to be a one step ahead of Rumpelstiltskin because if they sent out a squad right before Delta gets capped,
Yeah, but they don't have numbers. Now they...
Yeah.
Oh, Rumble! Oh, he almost got him through the smoke. That would have been amazing if he'd gotten him. That Chubbo just got all of them by himself. DFE Chubbo just machine gunned and smoke fancied his way past an entire squad of people who had a bead on him. Come on!
Now they don't have a squad immediately heading towards
No.
Delta, but Rumple
They don't.
is moving towards the right now.
Which is empty, as long as he can dodge the snipers, yeah.
Because I believe they think they're going to be coming left.
Yeah, but look exactly who's waiting already. Look at who's already going back.
Good Chubbo is right there.
Yeah, Chubbo.
Attack the objective.
Well, Rumple's about to get
Rumble's about to get flanked
slammed.
completely by a whole
they're
squad.
about
Yep,
to fight
they're done.
Every angle.
They're the only ones on the
pushing
point.
them.
They were the only ones on the point.
And this point is easily blue, unless if Red can magnificently squad bomb instantly.
They need
But no,
some.
it's-
They need
it's-
some. We need some artillery in here. We need some V1s going off. That's
I
what needs to be
haven't seen
happening.
much of the sector artillery or V1, but
But
I think it's too early for a V1.
It's too late. It's too late. Blue's gonna get this next point. Look at the setup. I can just tell you based upon.
Yeah,
movement
Blue's
who's gonna
already
get
beating
the-
them. Red might have choked up right here unless they can stop this push early on before it reaches Delta.
That's the other thing I like about Frontlines is that you as a player can just absolutely get winded of playing this game back and forth. Like
This
it can
game
just
can get
be tiring.
Exhausting. This can be exhausting. Yeah, I know. Yes, and don't forget Murder Mafia. Don't forget about that. But it should have been streamed.
The objective is open to attack. Go.
Went straight into overtime. I think it was the only time we've seen something go into overtime intentionally.
I've watched a game where I was covering another team, and it got down to it was 32 versus 32 conquest, and it got to the winning point was 1,000. The losers had 999.
Ooh.
And that
It
was the
looks like
the
the-
deciding match. That was the game that decided the best of 3, and it was just that close.
Oh, we got sector artillery going on. But it was too late. It's too late. I believe that sector artillery was a little too late there.
Yeah. I'm gonna check the scoreboard how people are doing here. I'm gonna call it out. Spaghetti Hero is 32 and 12, doing really well. Yeah, we got also Callus on the red team, who's got 36 and 17. As much as we've been given the BSR5 guys credit for being in position, when it comes to being in position, they're great. When it comes to killing, that's not their game.
Soldiers,
They're
attack the
both
objective.
negative, or one's barely positive. Their positioning is what's made them effective in this game. And of course, we look at the other side. I mean, Fox, of course, he's at 22 and 11. Of course, he's running it too. Why wouldn't he? He's Fox. And Chubbo, negative. Chubbo was negative until he basically squad wiped an entire 4 people. So, and he's still negative. But you know, again, good positioning can make up for bad KDs any day of the week.
And we got Marcus the Killer, 18 and 9, and Cold Killer, 24-7.
Yeah, speed kills, and that's why when I play, I always say, be there before they can even think they want to be there.
So now we're going to be back, probably going back where we, where they had trouble area, back towards Foxtrot, which they can take, which they're probably going to take Echo, because it's going to take a long time for them to, unless Trump.
Yeah.
They see.
Yeah, because there's two teams that are two squads or one or two squads on both teams that are literally throwing everything they have in plus the kitchen sink. Like, if I was playing a match and I didn't know who DFE was and I ended up on their team and we were on that major push, and I saw someone like Fox, someone like Chubbo, someone like that, Callus, just coming in and just laying the body on the line. Like, that's a hockey mentality where it's just like, I might not win, but I'm gonna take as many of you guys down with me.
Oh, they got a whole squad moving behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, DFE is about to cause some problems.
I think they have too little people on that ridge line in the center of Foxtrot.
Yeah, Fox just took out Rumple in the wooded area, basically unmolested now at this point.
Ravage Joe is
But
trying to
TT's
get
forcing the point. They're forcing the point,
Hold up
saying
there.
if you leave this ridge, we're gonna take the next spot immediately. But they're in the spot there. The rest of the team's not holding that point.
I mean, DFE just needs to take that ridge or get behind some kind of cover from the other ridge facing the other last bit of objectives.
That
So they
flank
can't
is what's
flank.
gonna win them because right now there's not enough red people who are trying to stop this flank and these snipers from
Foxtrot's
stopping us.
already like
Yeah,
3/4 of the way taken.
yeah,
by
it's
blue. And I think it's a little too. I think it's too late. It's too
too
late.
little, too late right now. It's too little, too late.
Wait,
Oh, that artillery just wiped. But there
There we
comes some
go.
revives. So
that artillery, sector artillery did do some damage, but I think it was still too late on that one. Like,
you could just tell that one team's just run out of gas. Like, as much as VSR5 and TD are trying to hold up this other blueberry on their team, it's just not enough if you look at the scoreboard. They're doing most of the work on that team, whereas if you look at the blue team, there's a good mixture of DFE guys at the top and DFE guys in the middle, DFE guys at the bottom. Like, you're just seeing two squads trying, but there's just not enough to back them up.
the thing is with
It's already so low to begin with, but the fact that they were able to push them back with, let's just say, 7 people, pretty good. Pretty good.
you,
And they're not giving up. They're still fighting it.
the thing about George, it's easy to defend, but if you fail to capture it, and it's easy to capture the next Foxtrot, but it's difficult to capture George.
Yeah, you're breaking up. It's difficult to capture George back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult to capture George, but if you get pushed back from George, it's easy to defend Foxtrot because they already got that little position facing them, coming from that direction.
Yeah, but expect some flanks because literally that one flank that was trying to move is already.
Yeah. And TT might do that again, but instantly, like they're already doing it right now.
Yeah, but here's the. TT needs to come in a full move on a big wide flank.
Everything they really, yeah. They got to go with everything they got.
Someone's bringing vehicles to try to get them there quicker. Look. Yep. Up, I just lost connection to the server.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
it's like Rumple is still Rumple is going Grand Theft Auto.
Is he running him over?
He went full Grand Theft Auto.
I just saw that. That's good.
They kind of have DFE in a little small area. They need to get out of that ditch. They got, yeah, smoke or anything to mask them up. Oh, it looks like they took out most majority of them, so it kind of paid off for blue, because it's like the other team didn't push with them. That's the thing. The other team has the height advantage, but
They're not on the point.
the whole entire team, they're not on the point. The more you're off the point, the more chances the other team can take the objective. There's not a lot of team members on that point. That's on your.
So here's the question: do I go jump in and try to even the odds, or do I stay in the booth? That's the real question. All right. Well, that means I'm gonna put my mic on mute and jump back in with them. So I'm gonna bounce off, and so I won't have any advantage on delay. So make it fair. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be mean. I might have cheat. Yeah. Still, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. Well, let's be fair.
Take the objectives now.
And we're back at George. Yeah, because... These are the exhausting and much more closer than normal public, which technically this is public. If we have like a tier 1 event like this, the matches are a lot more closer than, let's say, if I'm hopping in a random server with literally no tier 1, which all the time since being on the U server, I barely see any tier 1 people at the time I play, so all the matches are like all one-sided. I just want the RSP. Yeah.
Attack the objective.
I think they're really only much more focusing is much more adding new content like the Tides of War and whatnot. I think that's a lot of their putting their focus in, not much more of the RSP. Too late. I think. Yeah.
The objective is now open to attack.
I don't know. It feels like it's just gonna be like another incursions in Battlefield 1, where it's just gonna be coming in, but it's just gonna be too late. But that is a good point, though. It had yeah. It just was like it needed to be, yeah. Like they just released it and that was it. Yeah, they hopefully it's better. Or will this be like the RSP kind of quote unquote kind of thing for the competitive scene, where they just like we got a lot of like a handful of competitive players that want like little competitive matches and want, so let's do the 5v5 in replacement of RSP.
Soldiers, we must attack the objective.
Yeah. half-ass. My biggest fear is that Bad Company 3 is if they mess that one up, it's just gonna be the end of Battlefield in general. Because Bad Company is like the biggest part of Battlefield. That's majority of the community has joined on, and biggest. Yeah. Looks like they haven't lost steam. They have captured Foxtrot. Now they're going back to Echo. I don't know if that's just coincidence or just intentional. He's on BSR5 now. It's on the BSR5 squad. That's either coincidental or I don't know if he was just intentionally did that. Yeah.
Hier, falls du erste Hilfe brauchst.
Yeah, it's like everyone, like, I don't know, like, how many people in Warhead is playing Battlefield 5. Like, I'm like like, me, and then everyone just got bored of it. Yeah, and then... I think I hear a V1. No, actually, I think that was actually a half track. It sounded like a V1, but they pushed it to Delta.
Attack the objective.
Knowing I would be confused on why we were pushed back from trying to capture George to trying to defend Delta. Yeah, it looks like they started just turned Delta just slightly there, but now it's going back to Red's favor. Looks like Blue was just Blue was like completely wiped. You got Fat Boys running. See if they can do the last hurrah towards Delta and try to get it, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, the only entity that was protecting relatively was just left the tank, and he's just run. Yeah, that tank is pretty much gone because we have two guys that are able to destroy a tank going against the tank. Yep, there it goes. Couldn't have much of a reaction there. Red seems to have trouble with trying to get Charlie, but as Blue has trouble trying to get from Echo to Foxtrot, then Foxtrot to George if they capture Foxtrot. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. It can churn the. It can churn. Oh wait, wait. That Charlie's being turned to Red's favor. This is going to go to Red most likely, unless if he can do a last second push. But I don't think anyone's close enough to get to Charlie in a mess. You got Kill Paul far away from the objective, just hauling shells into it. But I don't think that's going to do much. Kill Paul need. Oh wait, D1. Here it comes. I hear you. Yep, it's coming. It might be blue. It's blue. It's my turn. It's already turning in blue's favor. Yeah, I only took out one, but there's still blues. It's going still in blue's favor. But I would have liked it if. Looks like another enemy. Yeah, looks like Red is doing a sector artillery as well. Maybe I think it's that. Yeah, but sector artillery is good to push people away because they know that's not there, so they tend to run away. So it's a good deterrent in a sense, as well as offensive to get kills off objective. It's a good tactical sense for the sector artillery versus the V1. So V1 does make everyone scatter. I think Charlie's gonna go into Red's favor. Now we go to blue. Go to a new objective. I think should happen is they set up on that ridge, that middle part where it's like multiple levels, and then have some people on that side ridge, because I know there's gonna be a flank on that side, on that road to the right of Bravo. That's gonna be another flank area. Yeah, and speaking of flanks.
Attack the objective now!
Yeah, speaking of flanks, they had a little bit of a flank on the same path I was talking about, and then Dragon did sit down like a spawn beacon, but it's gone now. And then now we got a tank. They don't see him. Yeah, and then there's a tank. There's a tank trying to push its way up towards the right side, but now they're going back to Charlie, and it's moving towards that end. Yeah. Another sector RTL. I don't know who that was, but let's see if we can go from B back to George. I don't know about this because we got DFE and we got a little bit of a squad pushing behind them too at the same. Fat Boy Slims isn't really aware that they're pushing right now. There's a guy literally just left of him, and then Dragon shoot. Dragon King just, yeah. they're gonna lose Charlie. Back and forth battle, a little bit for. It's gonna be a back and forth battle between Bravo and Charlie. It seems to always happens in the front line. So it's a front lines. Front lines is really about who can make a costly mistake first, and then the other team capitalizes on that instantly. If they can realize their other team's mistake and capitalize on, they will push them back as far as they possibly can. Like, so if red team can get them out, if them to come off the objective, a lot of them from the previous objective, and then have a squad push towards the next objective,
Attack the objective.
and red team captures that objective, they already have a squad up there set up with no opposition to oppose them. It's like some of what just happened. Like, it looked like a squad was already set up at Bravo before, but it almost paid. It almost. Yeah, they're. Yeah. But red does have a good time. Red does have a goodly timed sector artillery going on, and it kind of like moved them away. But they're still on the objective. But they are still on the objective, though. Yeah, but it's gonna be too late now. Well, red is still set up on Charlie right now, so they have the positional advantage right now. Keep the altitude advantage right there. Keep that height advantage, and you'll. Black Vance is coming in front of a tank right now, and I don't know how he figured that was gonna work. But we had a sniper do a bold move of setting up in front of the tank.
Objective now.
Again, yeah, we got us. Yeah, but that assault does. I don't think he realized there's a sniper right near him. But I think he's gonna see him right here, right now. Yep, there he is. He's shooting at him. He saw him. Hey, it took him a hot minute, but he finally got him. And we got a assault neo-venitator laying some fire behind DFE and Fat Boys. It might be red. I don't know. It might be blue, actually. Oh no, it's red. It's red. It's definitely. I see it's coming from red. So it's red. Eh. Only just one. Only got one. Spaghetti Hero killing Fat Boy Swims. And it's going back to Bravo. I believe. Yeah, Bravo. My guess would probably be blue, maybe. Maybe it was just too late, I guess. I don't know. I was looking at the scoreboard for a second. Black van seems to have jumped into a vehicle. He's running with the looks like a tank.
Is now open to attack.
Black Rams has joined the party with a tank towards Bravo. That could be gonna be some good effect right there. There's a lot of people to his left that I don't know if he's seeing. He needs to see those two. That tank really needs to look to his left right now. Because there's 4 people taking that objective that's causing havoc right now. 5 people, or no, not 4. I think the tank just figured that out, but instantly got killed by Rumpel. And we go to Alpha actually. Ooh. George to Alpha. Yeah, I know. Back and forth. Really back and forth fighting. How Frontline should be. I got two people in the middle of blue, and it took them a while to figure out what was going on, but we still have one. We got Rumpel's foreskin still.
Soldiers, attack the
Rumpel
objective.
5 skin. Just staying within the blue area, like between blue and I don't know if they knew he was there or not, because he was there for a hot minute. And blueberries were just running past him.
Wir müssen das Ziel verteidigen.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like that one sneaky snake that finds a way in the middle of blue and just doesn't see him, apparently. They seem they can't really push from Alpha to Bravo because they have Red has that setup and they can't get over that ridge. He's all the way back towards Charlie right now. He's probably found a path towards the safely make his way, but looks like he's making his way slowly through the fight. Yeah, probably that too. Probably. Yeah, but whenever I play, I usually find those little sneaky flanks, see if I can get behind people, because normally I play medic, and that's usually the flank kind of like, especially kind of class, or class. I usually use it like find a good sneaky flank, get unseen, and then get behind them, and then try to get as many off the objectives as possible. And then when I go defensive, I recognize those possible flanks and just go to one of them and then defend that. No, I'm here. I have it on push to talk so because background noise won't go constant. Because I know background noise is going on probably. Yeah, the push to talk can save lives. Yeah, I got both the scuffs. Yeah, I got both the scuffs and now the Astros. The Astros I prefer. I would say. I think I like it more than the scuffs. Actually, to be honest, it feels more durable and then feels a little bit like people say like they have much more higher. Yeah, They're much more higher quality. And then it's just the people say that they feel unnatural because they're so big, but I have no issues of that. Now racing games on the other hand though. Yeah. I think I would recommend you to gain the Astros then if because yeah. You can configure it away. You can configure it anywhere you want. You can configure it like a Xbox style. You can configure it as PS4 style. You can even have configure where the analog sticks are both on one, which yeah, to each their own. I don't think that's a smart idea for all the way.
We must attack the objective
Uh,
now.
Yeah, I think you can only move you can only move the D-pad and the analog sticks around. You can't move like the that's the only three buttons. Yeah, I believe so. I didn't really try. I don't really honestly know. I don't know. So they could, but I don't think so. I think they're only ones that can't be moved, rather than the bumpers on them. I think people. I think people are starting to consider this being the actual like PS4 Pro controller or Elite controller, as Xbox has their Elite controller. So I think that's the reference, like how they're putting these new Astros, is going to be the Xbox Elite to PS4. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The objective is now open to
Yeah.
attack.
I haven't really had any issues with the Astros as of right now. But the triggers are a little bit very extremely sensitive, even with even without the trigger stops. They're very sensitive. No, not really. The whole controller feels solid. Like it feels like you can throw it against the wall and it'll survive the impact. I don't recommend it. Yeah, speaking from speaking for myself, I wouldn't recommend beaming your controller to the. No, the reason why I'll not throw this controller as well because it cost me about almost like 200. Yeah, that's the reason not to throw it. Because they're throwing $200 equipment to the wall and you don't know if it's gonna break or not, which it feels like it's not gonna break, but don't do. Looks like oh yeah, but it looks like blue is gonna be is capping B right now. Looks like I don't know what happened to red. They had a good position on there, but they got. I guess we were distracted by talking about throwing a controller to the wall, but so we didn't really know what the hell happened. I think this whole entire run I took caught us exhausted. So we're kind of getting off track with or with the game. We're trying to get sidetracked to it. Back to Charlie. It's gonna be a back and forth Charlie Bravo push maybe again, which seems to always happens in Hamada when it gets to this point. It's always going to be back and forth. It's obviously possible to capture Charlie, but it's just gonna cost everything that they have to go up towards Charlie
Attack the objective.
and do everything that they possibly can. The whole they gotta strike hard and fast out of Bravo. Blue needs. Yeah, I think they need to really push hard and fast out of Bravo to Charlie if they want to get a chance to capture Charlie. What? Yeah, what I would. Yeah, what I would do is like leave a person or two back at Charlie, try and make them unseen, and then, so once you have, if you get Bravo, boom, just hang back. It'll help out, especially if they capture objectives and they're in separate squads, and if their whole squad's dead somehow, boom, squad bomb. But they do have a tank at Charlie's, which that may cause some issues, because there goes one person, and Black Van's gonna try to revive him. Looks like in front of that tank, which, yep, there you go, goes them dead. Oh, I think it's me. No, it's probably gonna be me. Discord, maybe, because I don't know which mic it's. I don't know what is picking up on my mic. I don't know if it's a phone mic. I want to try something. Yeah, I have like Bluetooth set speakers. I'm trying to figure out if I can set it up where I can actually talk out the speaker or the mic that's on this. Which, yeah, I can't. Yeah. Who can ride out the exhaustion,
Attack the
basically?
objective now.
Yeah, that didn't work. The Bluetooth mic didn't work for that one. I tried activating it. It just went me to Siri. And I was like, yep. It was like, fuck you. The issue is my headphones that I use for my controller are the headphones jacks. The things in my phone is the little lightning thing. That's the issue, and I don't have the adapter. Oh, it looks like actually Blue is actually catching Charlie right now. Looks like now we're talking about getting rid of the home button. But it looks like Blue captured Charlie, and now they're going to Delta. Now they are. Rumple. And Rumpel, look, Rumpel's right behind. Rumpel's way. Yeah, Rumpel is moving a long ways around. He's taking a scenic route.
The objective is open to attack. Go!
My Luigi needs to fire some shells in the middle of Delta. Got it. We got Black fans pushing into Delta and hard and fast with the tank. That's actually that actually helped them out a little bit. The Blues going to Delta's favor. I think Delta's too far away for it to be effective with that tank. Actually no, he's pretty much good where he's at. He's getting shells in the middle of Delta right now, but yeah. Now we move back to Echo. Now Echo can be a little bit difficult to capture because it's such close quarters. If you can get a lot of submachine guns and whatnot, they're really effective.
Attention, the objective is now open to an attack.
Okay, there we go.
We might have. This is really close. It went from Alpha back to Echo.
Now, hold on. Can you help me out here? What's the timer at, man? Because I can't see it because of the community night overlay.
It's at about 12 minutes left.
12
minutes,
left.
5 seconds. 12 and minutes, 3 seconds. Oh, no, he's going back to red. We're going to go back to Delta here shortly.
That was a good push, though.
Yeah.
That was a good push. They're up in their face. They might have the people. Oh no, they just lost a lot of bodies right there. I'm hoping they have the people to.
I don't think initially capturing the Echo was good for the snipers because it's such really like close quarters.
Yeah.
But now, with the 2 snipers where they're at, that's actually a good
We're gonna have Ruffle
position.
and Dragon is gonna meet. It's gonna meet Okasin and Fox here, 2-on-2.
It's about to be 4-on-2 here if those 2 TTs.
Yes,
TT. Oh wait, no, there's Chubbo coming, and then Chubbo getting taken out.
Dragon gets 1. DFE goes down by TT. Oh, I didn't see the TT guys. Yep. This is
Back to 2v4. Okasin got Dragon. Oh, it just got
4-1. That's
it's 5-on-1.
5-2. That's what good squad bombs will get you right there.
Yeah, it looks like Delta's going to go in reds unless if Bougie and Old Sneakin' can wipe out red on their own.
Yeah, agreed.
Which I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. Yeah, with how many reds are now on, it's going to be Delta. Yeah, it's Delta. It's red. Looks like DFE already set up Charlie a little bit.
Yeah, I've got to say that considering, I mean, initially when we first loaded in, I thought, oh, Hamada, great. It's going to be 45 minutes of freaking Delta, you know. And this match has been so much fun to watch. Like this has been
We
such
went
a
from Charlie, George to Alpha, and then Alpha backed up to Echo.
yeah.
And now we're going to go back.
We have literally gone back and forth across the whole map, which is just not
This is
something you see
literally-
on Hamada. You just don't unless you've got people like this. Like, I mean, I think you could give a lot of credit for that flip to strictly to Rumpel.
Yeah, they just
Strictly to
He's
his
been-
persistence, getting behind them, continuously spawning them.
And
It's always a problem.
being in
It's
the middle
never
and
not a
developing.
problem for them. And that is the kind of persistence you need for that kind of tactic to work. You can't just do it a couple of times a match. They'll just squash it and handle it.
yeah, they'll figure it out. They
You've
just
got to
figure it out, and they'll
Yeah.
counter.
It's got to be on their mind constantly. And that is, I believe, what he's done.
Frontlines is most like a mind game, like get inside a mind.
Yeah, there is a lot of mind game. It's one of those games where it's deceptively simple, and I mean I think you see that in a lot of sports that are deceptively simple, developing complex
Yeah,
strategies, and it becoming about it's a little like a pitcher and a batter in baseball. You're playing that mental game. You're trying to guess what he's gonna do to jump in front of that. Base it on how well you know the guy, what their history is. Like, feels very similar to me.
they got like 10 minutes left. This I think almost been one of the first times I've seen a Frontlines actually go to full time, except for another harmonic Frontlines match I was in.
Soldiers, attack the objective.
Yeah, I mean Hamada can go 40 minutes easy. I'm just really happy that we literally got to see every objective. Have we seen A? We got pushed to A, right? At one point?
I think I pushed to A. They've been
Yeah. I think
they were having
talking about
issues going from
controllers
A
and
to
stuff.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got distracted by controllers, and they were suddenly taking Bravo. And this looks like it's going to be another back and forth battle for Bravo and Charlie if Red doesn't come in. Sector artillery going on, and it's red sector artillery. It's actually doing some heavy damage. Actually reversed it too.
This
It seems
is
like-
getting interesting. This overhead has changed a lot in the last 5 minutes. A lot of these people.
Yeah.
This has stopped being the spread out ball game. Look at this. They are
Now it's
just
got close and personal
everybody.
now.
Yeah, everybody went and got their favorite close quarters gun,
Except that, and then we got some two snipers in the middle of it too.
and then we're just For a second there, I had nobody outside of the flag there. Basically, what a cap!
Duffers is pushing up his tank.
What a
That's
cap!
because he reloaded or respawned, one of the two.
Got a supply drop coming in.
And now we're going to A. We're gonna resupply before they hit to A.
Yep, I like that.
It's one thing I keep on forgetting when I play this is reload. A lot of times I shoot and I forget to do reload after I get into a firefight and I have enough time. I just instantly forget either reload or switch to a secondary.
Yeah. Turn that up a little bit. Alright. I need to get better at checking my sound levels.
Let's see if we can get to the bombs.
That would be exciting. That would be fun. Do you remember what the next map in the rotation is? Isn't it like Aerodrome? I want to say it's Aerodrome.
I don't know.
Let's get in this
Let me
fight.
check for. No, No, I think it's Devastation next.
I'm going back to Callus here. Ah, you're
It's
right. You're right.
Devastation is next.
Yeah, that's a good contrast, though. I like, you know.
Going from long range fighting to
Yeah,
close.
they clearly
quarters.
put a little bit of thought into
Halt still, da
the
kommt er
order of things here. Well, let's get on somebody for some more first-person action here. Who's number 1 right now? Shoppa. Let's take a look at some scores here. Shoppa with 95.
or Spaghetti.
Spaghetti with 106.
with 106
Callus with
and
122 though. Callus with 122 already.
Oh yeah.
Putting up some numbers.
That's how you know it's been a long.
Been a good. This is a good front lines match right here. Yeah, those scores, man. Those scores. Looks like we've had some people. It looks to me like these boys on the left here, blue, might have lost some players at some point and regained some blueberries.
There's 2 tanks pushing up towards.
They've got a lot of people with
the
like
objective.
800 points.
Oh, now we're at the bombs.
We are at the bombs.
We got 2 tanks guarding each bomb. 1 at each objective.
And how many minutes do they have here to pull this off of?
It says only 35 seconds for them to retreat, but I don't really
that's
know
the
what
retreat thing. Yeah.
Well, it's 7 minutes 3 seconds.
We get it on Callus here with 122. Let's watch him again. Ow. That's my fault, Callus. Thanks for watching you.
If I was red, I would recognize which objective is kind of like the hardest one and try to push to that objective first. Because right now they do have the victory if they stay like this and they get pushed back to Alpha, and they stay beyond Delta onto blue side. They still.
Yeah, if they want to wrap it up, they should. I mean, you should. You know, that's what we used to do. Like that was a very common tactic. You'd see a lot of front lines is, you know, teams would set up to defend both, so you just crash your entire team onto one, get that one, and now they've got to push you all the way back.
Recognize the possible most difficult one to capture, or arm that one, and defend it for your. And that means you will only have to worry about one easily accessible.
That is true, but I would make the argument, Hobo, that you would want to do that early in a match. If this was the first 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and you're here, But right now, I would bum rush with the limited time. I would bum rush the easiest one to take, just to force them to have to go all the way back to you. I mean, once you do that, and there's 5 minutes left, it's over. There's nothing that can be done. I mean, it's basically over now because you can't push this map that fast, but this was a lot of fun. Hamada can usually be pretty boring, and both teams have really
just snipers.
Yeah, both teams have really put up their effort for this one, and it's been a lot of fun to watch.
It looks like they're putting all their focus on Alpha, and they're kind of almost looking B as a lesser defended.
Yeah, it depends on the attack angle you take here, but I guess A could feel like somewhat the first one to hit, but
Yeah, if it was me, I would go through that where it sees a lot of cliffs. It's that long cliff line. That's where I would go. Keep out of view from the people from A looking in. But they look like they have more people coming in towards Bravo right now.
Yeah. And this tank is camping. oh, Ruben and this tank was camping their spot peak and tore them up when they came in. It's kind of a, I literally was thinking to myself to say that, Frontlines is such a grind, and realized I didn't play that mode this week, and apparently it's already gone. Did you check that out, the grind?
Yeah, grind. It was fun for the first thing, and all of a sudden it just turned into just
yeah.
It's just you capture the objectives initially, and then that's basically it. It's just you just hold it. There was no progression off.
It's just like the most gunfights per minute possible, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just basically all about the flanks. That was that mode, just all about the flanks.
Well, I argue that maps like that, if new players use them correctly can learn a lot about winning crazy situations and calming down when everything gets crazy and just being really objective about, okay, there's bullets flying this way, bullets flying this way, I can peek this way. I mean, that's what it takes to deal with, you know, chaos in Battlefield. Do they have that armed? Is that armed up? Is that armed up? Am I missing this? Yeah, that is armed up. I didn't hear the noise. I wasn't close enough.
In my opinion, like throughout the grind mode, I think Devastation was the better designed grind. Because it was not all about the bridge, because all the maps were just on a bridge somewhere. And you're very limited where you can go. So basically, you're spawning into outside a choke point on the bridges.
And how many players was it?
It was, I believe, 64 players in total.
Really? It was a full... That reminds me of the block on Hardline.
Yeah, it's just chaos from the start. Good to practice flanking, but in all general, it's just like, not really. It's squad conquest a little bit is a lot more better.
Yeah, it's just a. People crave those modes, though. I mean, I love the block on Hardline, and it's like the only reason I ever got decent in close quarters fighting, because it was just, you know, we'd play it for hours. There's hours of intense close combat, bullets, everything flying everywhere. You learned how to survive in that map. You can learn how to survive in a lot of things. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, so to speak.
Battlefield 4, you have locker room.
Yeah, but like block is like the size of like one objective on locker with 32 players still. It's insane. It's like they made it as a joke in a testing center. You know, like that map was supposed to be bigger.
Yeah.
Like, what if we just cut it off into this block and then they just were like, oh, this might actually be kind of fun. Because it was well designed enough. There was enough angles and little places that, and destructibility that it didn't. I mean, there was definitely lanes, but there was enough lanes and enough ways of getting around that.
Yeah.
Like there was like, for example, I just remember a little air conditioning unit that if you grapple hooked up this thing, you could get behind that air conditioning unit and have a good view. And
I always remember I was like in that one roadway, either on the left or the right side, just looking down that, because I know people were coming down there to flank before in Hardline.
Yep.
I think it was on the block, I believe. So those two roadways, because I know people were coming that way. And
well, yeah, that was the thing about the block. You knew they were coming, and it was just about slugging it out, and who could win more gunfights. That's what kind of became fun about it. Let's go to Spaghetti Hero here, putting up big numbers. Watch him in first person. Let's see that accuracy. Ooh.
Looks like Red kind of almost like softened up their defenses because they already knew they won.
Yeah.
But given the amount of time,
Yeah, they're
there's 2 minutes left. They're not going to be pushing back.
yeah, they're riding it out. They're relaxing. They know they've got it.
Alpha's early on in the game, like 30 minutes left.
But give it up for classic DFE. Shoppa, Xpure, Clutie, Fox just still pushing. If there's anybody in the Frontlines community that knows this match is already over, it's them. Like, he knows, those guys know Frontlines too well to not know, and they keep pushing. They don't give up.
And DFE is still pushing towards.
Look at this. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. Hard as hell pushing. Not gonna quit. Outnumbered. Most of their blues have kind of petered out and quit on it, man.
Yeah, most of the blues on the blue side kind of like realize that all's lost. And
I'm already seeing another 3 names here. Already. So, like, there are several people that were not in this map for a very long time. Spaghetti bumps up to 127. Snook is at 108. Callus is at 132. Shoppa gets up to 111. Jeez. Loving it.
Soldiers, attack the objective.
Another supply drop.
Yeah, they're using those quite a bit. Come on,
I've seen more
Dragon.
than
Come on,
those
Dragon.
in, yeah.
Dragon, stop using all these supply drops, dude. I want to see some more. We could have seen some more V1s.
Yeah, we only saw like 2. We've seen a lot of sector of our artilleries, but we only saw
We
like
did.
2
We
V1s.
saw a lot of V. We saw 2 V1s. Couple. You know, I think that was probably. I don't know. Some games like to do that where they introduce a new feature and they let it kind of go crazy, and they because that's how V1s
just
were
died.
initially. Like everybody was launching V1s at the end, but now with the smoke barrage, the artillery barrage, it is limiting the amount of people that are getting that full 40,000.
The sector artillery can do the same effect with as a V1 as skip people off the objective. Like you see it, like this sector artillery that's going on, it's pushing some red behind,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it's bringing out blue as well.
They want that last flag. They want it. They want to finish it. I love it.
And it-
I love it. They want to finish it.
It's
He's
only
arming it.
16
He's
seconds. They have
arming
16
it.
seconds.
Yeah, get it. Oh, I love it.
Will
love
blow
it.
up in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
The question is, will blue get the disarm? Because there's 4 blues on that one. Yep, and then that will be game.
Woo. All right, Hobo, hold it down for like 5 minutes. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Alright. What you do? With my overly probably loud voice or some way. So the next map is going to be Devastation, very close, or Water Dam. I thought it was going to be Devastation. Maybe I read it wrong. Still, kind of like some areas close quarters. That bridge is going to be very, very hot. That's going to be a hot area to be at with lost snipers and LMGs.
Oh boy, that was some sweat. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Shepherd just went off to use the bathroom for like 5 minutes.
Man, that was so much stress. Like,
Yeah, that gave I can already hear the exhaustion.
Is Dragon back? Can we hear on the
Yep,
Boy.
he's back. He is back.
I did not play well, but I was able to get in position to play
Are
well.
you
That
kidding?
others do.
Oh no, you guys did. You and Rumpel pushing that back. It's everything.
I got that tank. I got fucking Bougie out of that tank. Oh, sorry. I got Bougie out of the effing tank. All right, I caught myself. I was just like, gotta get him out.
Yes, now it's Rotterdam, so that bridge is going to be very.
If you play the bottom of
very-
that bridge on either side, that's a smart move. On
Yeah.
either sides of that, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Even on top, if you play your cards right.
3 weeks of Rust just came flying off at warp speed in that game. Oh, gosh. Whew.
Oh, you said our name, Hobo.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's see. DFE's on red, and FOF, BSR5, and TT on blue.
I don't think BSR5 are coming back for that next game, man. That wiped us. We were just like, can it just end? Can it just end, please? Like, we're
There's
just
2,
so tired.
Rumpel, 5-skin, and then Joshua is still.
Yeah. Me and PMP.
I actually called Rumpel 5. I actually called Rumpel 5-skin Rumpel 4-skin.
Yeah, it's his other account. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, better little thing.
And frontlights can be, especially when it's that even. Like we came back, but I swear Fox just kicked it up a notch, and then they just ran out of gas, and then whatever we had left was just.
Well, I was pointing out. I was pointing out during that with Rumpel, consistently, persistently, annoyingly, never giving up on being behind them was everything.
Yeah, and then I was just trying to hold flanks down. There was a point where I was just laying on a hill with a machine gun, just trying to stop them from getting back. And then when we had that those tanks showed up when Bauji got in the game. We're like, we got to get rid of Bauji. We got to single him out and stop him. And then so we just took him out of the tank and the other guy out of the tank and said that's just gonna have to be it. But no, it was a crazy match. DFEs, man, even with some of them playing on our team, they were not giving up. I mean, I feel like we did a lot of the get behind people work, but I think the TT guys were doing most of the real killing in that match. Oh boy.
We got one red and one blue on the bridge. And
Hey,
snipers.
Jose Ortega here on Discord. We're not going to go to an NA server right now because this is the EU community night currently, but we're going to be going to an NA server this evening at 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern. If there's any kind of confusion on this is not the U.S. You are welcome to play in it, but you're going to have to deal with being in a European server for sure. Yeah,
you'll have some ping with it, not too terribly bad. Well, I'm closer to you, being where I'm at, so ping is really not an issue. But U.S., you're not going to get a lot of ping, but there's going to be still ping.
Unless you're on West Coast.
Yeah, unless you're on West Coast. Like, for me, I can't play West Coast.
All right, hey, we've had some. I was just playing with guys I used to play with, so I mean, we've had a whole bunch of people this week. I mean,
cool, man. We'll see you later tonight.
All right, well, I'm gonna actually go to a brewery and get beer, so I'll be back later.
I want to get wasted.
I need a beer, a cigarette, man. That was too much. I don't even smoke. Man, I have not played a match like that in forever. Where's private servers? Where are they? I need that.
Let me in.
I'll tell you what though, for having to do this how we do it, that was one of the best Hamada matches I've ever seen. I mean, we got to see the whole map. We saw everything except the other side's rush objectives.
Yeah.
Like, and you guys armed that bomb. The time ran out, but you armed it.
Yeah. I literally said, guys, just start making noise at B, and then I just took some blueberries and just started flare gunning. I'm just like, popping a flare and just go run.
Well, and DFE looked so determined to like not let it finish on those rush objectives. Like they were pushing so hard. Once you guys had that first one, once it got below like 5 minutes, it was over because they weren't going to push you all the way back to Delta.
This might be a quick Rotterdam.
Yeah, Rotterdam's normally quick. If you're confident in your numbers, you'll win it very fast.
Yeah, DFT is very, very confident right now. We're already going to go to their rush objective. Yeah, their rush objective.
Yeah, it's a quick match, this one, honestly. I mean, Hamada was going to see that big match. The smaller maps, I mean, you may see it devastation, you may see some good play, some short range play. But I'm watching Callis from years on the stream, and he's just popping people with like with a gun that's not designed for distance at all.
No, he's using excellent burst fire.
Yeah, clearly I need to start using that gun as assault because I was trying to use the Moss when I was in there.
Oh, what a tank hit, man. You can barely see that thing. He's putting him in there. Oh, he hit the pole. Oh, you got so unlucky there. Callis, you hit the light pole.
Poles save lives in this game. I can't tell you how many times I shot someone
a little short.
and a pole saves their life.
Alright, well, I'll be on later tonight. I probably will be in the booth unless
I'll be asleep.
MTV suckers me into playing with them, so. Alright, enjoy all of you watching the stream, and remember, complain vehemently for private servers.
For RSP.
Yeah.
Oh, they could. It is charging a lot of time. My Bluetooth headset was dying, so I decided to put it on charger to see if it actually works while actually using it.
Yeah, I've got mine plugged in when I need to here. I've got a pass through on my keyboard that's in front of me.
So am I seeing something? It's like, no, I thought there was a vehicle on top of the bridge. It'd be like, oh, it's like
Oh,
I was about to be
Shoppa's going
like,
on the
that's
back
something
flank.
you don't see.
Let's see what Shoppa's got. Oh.
Fox is arming Charlie right now with a whole
Is he?
heap of everyone on them. Yep, and they just armed it.
That's a good push. That's a good flank.
Peak is way behind. I don't know what Peak is doing. He's almost back going behind in their spawn. I guess he's trying to see if there's guys behind doing a back flank. I don't know where honestly going. And looks like DFE has destroyed Charlie. Now they're gonna probably
Yeah, they're gonna
put their
push
focus
A
onto
here.
Bravo.
Well, I think they're gonna try to take ground level here first. They've wiped a lot of
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah, Bridge is on top of the bridge. So yeah,
Looks like
they're gonna probably go to the gate.
looks like they're gonna get this arm. Oh. Looks like this is gonna get disarmed though.
Oh, there's a.
Oh, I take that back. They're defending it.
Yeah, West is not really didn't really defend.
They've got Bravo disarmed. It doesn't seem like. Let's see if Spaghetti can get this disarmed.
Yeah,
Trying.
Spaghetti's gonna be Spaghetti's gonna get this arm.
Yep. Looks like DFE is gonna make their push down the upper side of the bridge here. This is a good. This is a really good move. This is a good move because they've reacted to where they went last time. Look, garbage peak.
On the bridge.
Yeah.
They might be pushing towards Bravo. That squad that's on top of the bridge. They might be pushing towards B or trying to.
That's not a bad move, especially considering what they just did. Because now it looks like I've got this Decany here, from SOS. They're all watching this flank, and it's.
I think B would be the better move because now there's a tank at A, so.
Yeah, they're gonna have a harder time.
We're gonna be having a harder time going for A versus B.
Yeah,
where tank can't really get them.
Ibra.
Ibra?
IBRA. Oh, that's two. Well, okay, I thought it was two guys. It's a sniper and his beacon. So I thought that was two guys I was looking for there. Let's see. I'm gonna go.
No, Ibra is his platoon. Labama. And he just died.
I just watched him die from the other side here.
Looks like they're not really kind of moving on the bridge, but DFE is now on top of the bridge. I would expect they're coming towards Bravo right now.
It looks like there's gonna be another DFE push in the streets though.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to pinch.
Yeah,
this is a called out pinch move, but I think it just got stuffed.
Yeah. But there's still hope for the Bravo objective, but now they're getting some contested support. And they might get wiped out. Yep, and that squad just got wiped.
Wow. DFE just did a great job of getting Clutie and Shoppa getting revives down there and keeping themselves up and in the fight. They pretty much should have gotten wiped there, and they didn't.
And less can be said on people on top of the bridge. They just got wiped entirely with no medic.
They're not making that push, yeah.
Looks like A is now being armed. Yeah, A has just been armed by Shopa.
He sneak in there. Nice move.
He
goes down to
Stammer.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Let's see if they put some AP mines down on the objective, and they don't. And A has been disarmed. And we go back towards objectives.
I gotta say, it just feels to me like they wasted a good section of this map and how it could be played with this setup. I think that they could have done
Yeah, I think it's too urbanized right now.
Well, I think they could add. I think the rush objectives could be an objective. Like if you look at Conquest, it should look exactly like Conquest except without Charlie. So it should be a big U, and the rush objectives should be back here in these spawns as opposed to where they're at right now. I think that would end up playing.
Because right now it's kind of almost like a linear pattern for this front line.
Well, and I think that DICE would make the argument that because of the bridge and the way that the rush objectives go, that it doesn't become linear. But if you're not getting to the rush objectives, it does become a very... It's just odd. The engagements... I don't know. It just feels off. It doesn't feel very well balanced for front lines.
Yeah.
And the way that front lines is kind of supposed to be played. To me, it's kind of creating unnecessary chaos. But you can make the argument that that's up to your team to organize yourselves. So we'll see. We got this SOS is just sitting here right next to this tank.
And then there's a medic sitting next to a blue tank who's just getting nailed by an assault on the bridge. I don't think that peak guy is going to be in that tank is just going to survive long. He's not really recognized he's being hit from behind. He's about to run to another assault if he moves around. Yeah, he's not going to last too long. I think Joshua just took over the tank. But I don't know if, yeah, he's getting slammed. And then there he goes. But I think that was a lot of distraction actually from Alpha from that tank. They like everyone on red actually gathered around the tank.
Yeah, it certainly helped him get that capped. Let's see what they're gonna do now. Spaghetti's gonna lock this left flank down. Duffer's gonna charge him, but he's gonna get down. X Pure knows he's there, kills him. Probably with dynamite, I think that was. Looks like X Pure is gonna go back for some revives here. Maybe, maybe not. Nah, he still thinks he's got friends right here. I think he just threw another dynamite, but he's clear. He's in the clear. He could get some revives. He's just gonna wait for spawns, it looks like.
Peak is on a massive, like, going the distance.
What is he doing out there?
I don't know.
I don't think our friend really knows what he's doing out there. That's okay. That's the other thing I think is one of my complaints. I guess one of the things I've always liked about Frontlines, we were talking about this earlier, like pub matches play better than most other modes just because of the concentrated gameplay. And on a map like this that should be some great, amazing kind of city-based infantry moments, you've got lots of guys very far away from the actual objective right now.
They still got people on the bridge, but truth be told, they're mostly snipers, so I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah.
And they have the advantage on top. They have the height advantage looking down towards that objective. But when it comes down towards Alpha, those snipers become basically almost useless. Unless they want to prevent them from coming into the objectives. That's the only use for them on the bridge when the objective goes towards A, is preventing people from getting inside the objective. Now we got best CF going in with a tank.
watch him right here.
He's going to be in there without really much resistance. All the resistance is in the build, mostly.
I wouldn't be
But
surprised.
we do have an assault.
Callus
Assault's
is gonna
moving up
figure
behind
this
Best
out
now.
and get
But he
some-
knows that. He
some
knows
stuff
that. He
down.
figures that out.
Yep. Oh, yeah, all right. Now he's hitting the tail. He's shooting.
Now there's
back,
two
but-
assaults. There's two assaults. Just one just spawned on him, and he's going to die. Maybe. Oh, the Chalice actually ran out of probably. Oh, there you go. I was about to say Chalice looked like he's probably running out of.
Surrounded by medics.
Uh-oh,
Here we go. 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 Y13's got to. YM313's got to realize what's in front of him right now. He's got a tiger that's hurt. He needs to.
Red has absolutely
point that gun left. Oh my goodness.
Red has control over the building.
He has got shots right now at that tiger, and he's not seeing it. Of course, the tiger's not seeing him either. Looks like he might have finally seen him. Oh, yeah. I think he's seen him. He is going to be set up there on that repair station. He wants it. There is an assault here above this tank too. But they're heavily engaged inside right now.
They're trying to fight for that control of that building, which is kind of like the key position. Yeah, I think Blue will capture A right here, and then they'll
We have got him. Do you see what's going on with these tanks? How they've got this little blind spot. This little blind spot that they're both sitting in so they can't hit each other.
They're looking at you.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's got
it.
the angle.
Oh,
He got.
there we go.
Oh, they got the. Okay, there is an angle. Oh. Got an artillery barrage coming in on him
Yeah,
though.
Bessie have just bailed. YM just won that fight, but the issue is he now left that tank open, so anyone can hop in and repair it. Probably.
Did he leave it? Is
He left
Flutie
it
gonna
open.
recognize it? Nobody's seeing the free tank.
No one's seeing the free
Duffers, you were the tanker from last time, buddy. Go steal that tiger.
Spear might take it. Oh no, here comes SCF. Who's going to take it? Or is the sector artillery going to take it out?
No one's gonna take. This tank's just gonna sit here.
Oh, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think YM knows that tank is not there.
Yeah, they've destroyed it now. But man, they could have stolen that, backed it down that bridge, and owned the rest of this game.
They could have stolen it, throw smoke, and then repair it.
Yeah, that repair station is right there next to Bravo. Somebody's got to repair it for him, but it's right there.
And now it looks like Red. I don't know, it's like Blue hasn't really been doing much effort towards Bravo right now. Looks like Red's going to take Bravo without really much resistance. Like Blue has took A, but Blue easily took kind of well, I wouldn't say easy, but Blue showed some aggressiveness at A, but they really dropped off when they tried to go to Bravo's. There's no resistance towards Red with. I think the main issue is that they need to take out that tank before they can actually push, because it has that alleyway, which is only relatively the only way to get to Bravo, unless they want to take the waters.
Yeah, and they just tried this. I think they did just try this push up the left-hand side here, and they were ultimately unsuccessful.
That's what, I was about to say that.
A couple spawns back here. A couple spawns back here. Oh, this guy's Chas has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know he's right above them. Oh no, he's looking the other way. If he oh no.
Yeah, I was about to say if they
moved to the left, around, he had two of them on the stairs.
Yeah, I was about to say if they moved to the left, that could also work.
I'm sure we've all had a million moments like that we didn't know about, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
These boys, yeah, they took the they're taking the long route on.
The Astros actually improved the audio too at the same time.
What's that?
The Astros controllers actually improved the audio of my headsets too, like my earbuds. So yeah, like I said, I could hear people too again. Like I'm wearing my Astros.
Oh, interesting. Best CF is back in his Tiger, and he's gonna try to push down this.
Driving it down that narrow alleyway, which could not be that might not be a smart idea.
Yeah, it looks like Callus is gonna get up in behind him here. Callus has
got him hurt.
just crashed.
Game just crashed.
Oh, did it really?
It just kicked the bucket with the blue screen.
No. That's funny. Oh, alrighty. Callus's efforts pay off. Tank goes down.
I'll try to get back in. I got a month and a half left till I get back to the States.
Really? Only that long?
Yeah, pretty much.
This is how he tells his clan leader, everybody. Live on stream. Didn't know you're coming back that soon. Kidding. Yeah, it's been a while.
But it just suddenly got hot here.
Well, it was supposed to snow today. It was supposed to snow, but it didn't.
Yeah, it was like...
Ooh, Duffers,
Oh,
what a play in first person. Oh, is he gonna get this guy too? He does! Wow. Wow. Somebody called Duffers and tell him I got that cap on frickin'. Oh, and then he goes down to an AP mine. Oh, what a horrible death after a great play.
It's the meta.
That's so
AP mines everywhere.
That's so painful, man. Just
Oh, trust me. But that, like the ones where they're in areas you don't expect AP mines, like a random, like out in the open, and you just walk right past it and activate it. And those are the ones that get you.
Some guy was just looking down his scope, and it just gave me like. The ring of his.
Alright, I'm back in. Okay, now everyone's just running in place. Alright, there we go. The server just wanted to.
Tell you what.
Server decided wanted to go work it.
You know, and the other thing is these two. I think B should be further down that bridge.
Yeah, so they're kind of like too close to each other.
Yeah, it's one objective. You basically have to take them both. There's not a real good way.
Like, both teams can defend each objectives at the same time.
Yeah, see, it's almost like you're either going to get one or the other. And in pub play, I could see where B gets capped first or A gets capped first because people are getting tunnel vision up on the bridge and stuff like that, or down below, either way. But in a match like this where enough people are caring about it, they're going to have a real hard time.
Red has a tank. He could easily push up towards Alpha, unless there's landmines ahead of him. But
I don't know. Where's he at? Oh, is this
he's on the
Y13 down
bridge.
here? Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the bridge right now, looking towards Alpha. Right. It's not really any like assaults in his way. It's just a support guy that's in front of him. 2 supports actually. Make it 3. Like he can push up too. Like, but it looks like
Fox and Callus just push right here. Go get it,
yeah.
Callus. Go get it. Oh,
Oh, he-
no!
oh,
From
he
the
did.
stairs.
Looks like DFE did try like clean most of
Oh, I
them.
don't know. Fox sees him up there. Oh man, yeah.
Spaghetti is just being the cheek. Oh, he got domed,
Yeah.
literally. That would be a perfect time for the tank to actually push
Yeah, right now.
up.
Under those, the guys of those explosives.
But I do think I see a dynamite next to Alpha. I thought. Unless if I mistook it for an ammo pouch. But now there's a support. There's an assault looking at the bridge. So, and he does have. Looks like the Piat or the Panzerfaust. But he's gonna get quick work on himself. YM is pushing, but he's pushing in the wrong direction. Oh, because they're falling back. Okay.
I think they just need to eliminate one of these rush objectives. I think A or B needs, because there was C. They had C over there down that alley over there, but that one, like every time I've ever seen this match, that one gets capped, and then it's just an A-B fight here. And yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
The big house to the size of this map with its front lines, it's really easy to push back at this point to the other side's rush objective.
Yeah, we haven't even seen it on the other side, but I can't imagine it's as easy because
Like,
of all
any
these
momentum
streets.
Blue,
This has very clean streets, and over here is
Yeah.
going to have a little different setup, and I don't know if it's
Blue,
exactly even.
Blue has good momentum towards Alpha, but after Alpha, their momentum just drops significantly.
Yeah. I think you can make some arguments that Rotterdam is a little unbalanced. At the same time,
Yeah.
they basically recreated the place from from photos. It looks so similar to the real life version, so looks like they did kind of the best with what they could. And you don't want to make maps exact mirror images, that gets boring, but to a certain extent, they can't be mirror images, but they have to be capable of mirror tactics. You know what I mean? You have to have lanes for back flanking for both teams, things like that.
Like, I'm looking at A, and I see all the lanes. I see the center lane, I see the left lane, I see the right
Nice
lane.
kill,
Clear-
Fox. Oh, he was coming up behind him.
Da, erste Hilfe für dich.
The Suomi here, Temple used. Alpha's gonna go blue. See if they actually can get the momentum continuing onto Bravo. So what I'm seeing is like majority of blue just stays in that building.
Well, there's not really a good way to flank. Flanking from, do you see where the chas is right there? The center of the docks? That's not ideal. You can't really flank them out there, because anybody watching that at all is going to detect you coming across that water, coming across in there. They're going to have high ground on you. Ultimately, the only way is to get your team together and charge
That's
this,
Psycho
push it, and
and
win the
West.
gunfights and take it. There's really no other way to do it. And you see that's what DFE's doing. They're just putting their bodies on, and they're winning gunfights on it. And they're kind of letting all the extraneous stuff.
Spaghetti has the best idea. They're going on to the left, but I would have just
This
thrown,
is
like,
the flank.
a lot
This
of
is the
smokes.
only flank that works. It's hard to
These
get,
medics-
but there it
those
comes.
Medics need to launch, those medics need to launch smoke out of hell
Yep.
if they want to get through this flank.
Yep. They just made their move though. This is gonna be good. They just got an important kill there too.
Yeah, they just cleared that flank, so they have that flank secured.
Yep. Now that
Unless-
if they can get behind that tank.
They have
Yeah.
switched. They have control of Bravo right now. They're taking it right now.
Yep. And Rumpel's giving himself a smoke screen to get behind this tank. Another one. He's gonna get met here though.
Oh, Clutie's been reviving, so that's how they turned. They're starting to recapture Bravo.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, look at this! Look at this! This
Clutie
DFE
is doing
squad
her
hanging
medic
on
work.
on the other
Clutie's
side. This
doing
is-
her medic.
Yeah, this has turned into an interesting fight here. It's literally.
That's why I
just-
always like playing with Clutie, because I always can rely on her to get the revives.
Yeah.
Logically and common sensely.
I like this little like right across the street fight that they're having here. Like it's not down the street; it's right across it.
If I were the people on the blue right now, and they're still in the big, I would just recognize they secured that left flank and just like push onto the left. And
Yeah, a
medic
couple of
throw
guys
out a
charging where
smoke.
Callus are right now. Oh, well, those are good kills from up top though. Those are
Because
good
if you
kills.
charge right now from the left flank, I think where Best CF is, Best CF and his is, they're still on the objective, so they can just try and hold on to theirs. Best problem is not just go across, because that's almost going to be death.
Yeah.
Unless you're that guy, just hop the cross.
They do. They need to hold this little car down here, this little left flank.
Yeah, they
That's the
need to
only thing
hold
that's
that
gonna
left
give 'em-
flank, because that left flank
But here
is going to be
comes-
their saving grace.
Here comes Red, thinking they need to take it
but he's
back.
gonna be getting
Duffers,
them beat.
Duffers is down. This.
He's going to be blue.
There we go. All
he's
right, we
blue.
get to see the fun. They get to see. You know what? I don't even know if I've ever seen this come up where it goes to this side. I swear, front
I've seen
lines
it,
on
I've seen
Rotterdam
it.
always goes to the White House building over there, and not this.
I've seen it get to. I've seen it to Charlie, but I
Where
rarely
are
did see it go past that.
Where are the rush objectives in there?
You know where on the Grand Operations, the first on the breakthrough kind of side kind of
Uh-huh.
things, that first objective,
Okay.
that parking garage is basically where one of the objectives is.
Okay. Oh, and the other one's probably up top.
Yeah, mostly
the
on
bridge
top.
there.
You can easily flank it if you go from the parking garage.
Yeah.
You go out towards the side of their spawn, go up their staircase. Most of the time they don't really realize you're coming up there, and you can easily like go around picking them off, and you can kill them before they realize what's happening.
This is a really, I don't know if they totally did this intentionally. It's possible that Joshua here did, but this foothold,
We're
this foothold that they're holding right there, in that building,
Yeah.
that's very important. That was a
we're gonna
good.
go to there.
That was a good move.
They're gonna go to.
Now they're pushing.
They're
Now they
gonna
got the
rush it.
numbers. Now they're gonna swarm it. I like it. Let's get in there. Let's see
A's
what happens.
far. I would go to A, since it's like 50 seconds left. Go to the much easier one, even the odds. I don't want them going to Bravo.
Yeah, so what?
That is.
Well, I think if you, I mean, I'll tell you what. From now on, my first attempt is going to be at Charlie or Bravo, so that you can then split them between Alpha and one of those. Like you need that. If you take Alpha because it's easy, you're going to give them that whole room to defend. With one person, I think you need to, I would
Look
storm
at them,
Charlie
no
and
one's
Bravo
actually-
and see what I could get. If I
I
could
think
get,
it looks like they're defending Bravo at all. No one's at Bravo, unless if they're underneath, and I haven't seen
I'm
them
gonna have
yet.
to like get in here and watch, man. It's tough to watch from above. Let's see.
Oh yeah, Blue is going towards Bravo right now. They're gonna arm Bravo with no opposition.
Let's get out of the freaking.
Well, no, now they got instant opposition as soon as they armed it, so they're gonna get the instant disarm. Unless Spaghetti Hero. Oh. Spaghetti did a good attempt, but 1v5 didn't really work on his.
No. No. But they're also not putting the numbers in there. I don't know what this is strange. They've kind of allowed themselves to get trapped in here between Bravo and Alpha, and they're not really going for either objective.
But they have that flank I was talking about. They're going on that flank. They got to Charlie.
Yep, he's arming Charlie right now. Oh, he just got killed.
No one saw him.
Rumple's
They're on that building.
Rumple's gonna get an A arm, but I think this is a mistake. I think it's a honey trap, or it's a honey pot, or whatever. I think it looks good. It thinks, oh, I'm gonna get this capped. But now their entire team doesn't have to. It like takes all of these buildings out of the equation.
Now they have a whole entire squad.
See, now they've reacted.
Trying to disarm Bravo.
Exactly. You need that. You need
Well, now
that
they're
threat.
arming Bravo right now.
And
there you go. Bravo now.
There we go. That's what they needed. You've got to be able to split them between those two flags. If you just cap A first, you're going to give them too much of an area to hold down. Or too small of an area.
I think Red actually committed too much towards Alpha.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to get that secured. They're not going to get into Bravo in time. And I don't see any reason why they couldn't get up here and arm Charlie. Here they go.
Yeah, they did that. Just wiped, and then there goes Bravo. They evened the odds.
And he's going to get that arm, so that tank's... Oh, that
And
tank
Charlie's
shot him
armed.
just as he got it
Charlie's
armed,
armed.
but it is armed. That tank's hammering it, but if you don't get a person on it
It's
to
a
disarm,
blue-
it's not going to
it's
do
a-
you damn good.
Supposed to be a blue victory now. They just have to wait till Charlie gets the.
They might be trying to disarm Charlie. I don't know if you can from that little angle there, can he? Yes, he can. Charlie's disarmed. Bravo's not.
There's his arm.
Alpha's
Alpha's just
up.
been armed.
Alpha's
Charlie's
armed.
being armed right now.
This is the confusion you need. You need teams split
gonna be
between two
confusion.
objectives that
Something's
far
gonna blow
away. Yeah, something's got to give here.
Committed to one side, so they're gonna have to decide which one they want to commit to more. It looks
Yeah.
like they committed to Alpha. I think maybe Charlie. Maybe they even just split it, but now it's only Charlie's an issue.
Well,
But I think they committed too much.
This tank needed to push. This tank could have really secured this.
Yeah,
Secured
YM
Charlie
could've
and
pushed.
pushed them back off of
Yeah,
this
Y-
area. But that's gonna
YM
be
could
it.
have
Yeah.
saved that, but I don't think he wanted to get blown up. So I think his stubbornness kind of let that down.
Not surprised, TT boys putting out. Okay. I have been live.
I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't be surprised about that bridge again. And I don't know if I'm going to see any planes flying through the bridge.
Oh, that's true.
That was also a thing, like the V1 people flying through the bridge, but that also
Well, I don't actually know if we have.
pilots.
Yeah, I don't know if there are planes on front lines here.
I think they are. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe. If there's tanks, there has to be planes on this map. Rotterdam's almost the only exception on that.
Oh, but no, dude, this is front lines. Not like none of it gets played on the bridge.
Oh,
Remember, it goes from the only time it meets the bridge is when it U-turns after the last flag to go to the rush objectives. That's the only time it hits the bridge, and it's only the ends of the bridge. You're never coming across it. Which now that I look at it, it's kind of an interesting choice for them. But I think it's a good one. On it, this is one of my favorite Frontlines maps. I think this is one of the ones that they did the best job in balancing. I think that the objectives are close enough to each other to create a real dynamic back and forth, and it's not too spread out to where that back and forth is real intense.
I don't think there is a
BSR5
plane.
for the win. You're right, Joshua. You're right. You guys are tearing it up, man.
Red looks like to get the early momentum strike. Like instantly, their whole team is on Charlie.
Yeah.
And I only see like 2 or 1. Kaludi looks like she's trying to find a way to get through, but Rumpel's going to immediately find her and kill her. I'm looking around to see if I can see any blue, but it probably ends build. And once you get a foothold in that objective, it's really hard for the other team to push in after they get out off the tree line.
Hey, Hobo, what are the chances it would work if I did the share play thing with you right now and handed you the controller? Do you think you could control the stream? It's just a thought that popped into my head. Like, if I did the share play thing right now, and then did the handover controller, could you theoretically control the stream cam?
I don't know.
It's something to test. I don't think we need to do it right now.
Yeah, probably not right now.
But I'd be curious.
Looks like Blue has a position on Bravo, and then Red's having issues trying to get to Bravo.
Yeah, they had a real strong start.
Yeah, they had a real strong start, but now it's just, again, died off like in Rotterdam. Blue had a good momentum of Alpha, and then immediately died off. Now we go back to Charlie. We might see a back and forth from Bravo and Charlie again.
This one, when we've seen it on stream and when I've just played it, usually does have a good back and forth. For whatever reason, I think if you see out there underneath the bridge, kind of like where some of that DFE is right now in the marshes, I think some of that, it allows for flanks that aren't too long, that don't make you go too far out of your way, which I think just creates a more dynamic fight, and everything just happens a little bit quicker.
Set up.
Yeah, it's like the same
set up on Charlie.
Flank as Hamada. It just takes like 30 seconds less to do it.
Plus, the objectives are much more closer together.
Exactly.
It looks like Blue has set up a good position to prevent Red to come in.
Yeah.
Because the only way they're going to come in is going through the water.
I think BSR5's not going to... They're going to try to not... It looks like Rumpel's getting sucked into this fight. But it looks like the TT boys are going to stay true to their plan here, even though they know this is about to get capped. They're going to try to swing wide on them.
And
it looks
Rumpel
like
just
Frog.
got killed.
Let's see it.
I think they're trying to get onto their back end.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're leaving their back really exposed, so this could be a turning point. But it might be too late.
This could work, yeah.
Blue just capped Charlie. It was a little bit too late.
It can still be useful though.
Yeah, it still would be useful.
Yeah, they
'Cause
just.
I think
they
it was just that's cute, a little
yeah,
two right there.
They just. Yeah, that's true.
Oh no, this is gonna be difficult. Dude, they have a line of support just on their bellies and bipoded up. Blue's gonna have a difficult time if they're coming down where all those supports are. They probably would have a better option going to the left.
This.
Actually, they took care. I think they actually took care of the supports there.
Yeah.
No, they're still rough through there.
This is another tough place to cap. I mean, you basically
Yeah.
have just got to charge it. You've got to rush it and use some smoke, get in there, and win gunfights.
SDRS is going on to the left flank. We got Take Two going extreme left flank.
Extreme left flank, huh? Where's he at? Whoa!
Where the next objective is basically
Whoa! That's a good move, though, on this flag. That's a good move. You get these guys behind him. He needs spawns, is what he needs.
He has 5 people in front of him.
He needs to chill out and get spawns on him. I think that might be what he's doing. I don't know. Is he shooting?
I think they actually know where he is because they have reacted like someone's right there. So I think they know where
he's going to
Take Two
pop
is
off
at.
2 kills there. Looks like, though.
Blue is capping Delta right now, so they.
Take Two, making some good moves here.
I don't know why they started committing to looks like the Take Two because they all reacted like something coming up behind them. They all moved off the objective. Like Take Two is all the way to the objective. Granted, he has that LMG, but really they have 5 people.
Oh, Snook just cleared him out of there with a little dynamite.
It looked like Take Two just killed himself.
No, Snook got him with dynamite.
Just on my screen just said like it was coming to suicide.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, he didn't say like anyone killed him. It just says nothing blank.
Oh, I bet he fell.
Two.
I bet he fell.
Yeah, maybe he
He was probably on like 1
top.
health, and then
Yeah. But we're going to go to Echo now.
Yep, they've got him. That was a good fight. Because these guys aren't necessarily completely out of position, but DFE and SRDS, they just kind of like. Well, this is what you got to do in here. Like, you got to get in tight and just hang on.
Make them fight your fight.
Yeah.
Pick the perfect time to pick your. Pretty much, it's like pick your battle. Don't get in a fight that you know you're going to lose.
Attention, the objective is now open to an attack.
I do like this. This assault by Blue, though, is not necessarily too fast. It feels like a very kind of slow and steady.
They're taking their time, but they're being really tactical on their approach.
And everything is condensed right now. Like, look, there's not very many players except for the DFE guys back there coming in. Everything's really tightened up.
Everyone's staying eyes on each one, and everyone gets mutual awareness.
Yep. Might have a little engagement out here at the roads, the meeting of the roads. Let's see which team plays this the right way here. Snook's got some shots at Xpure, and okay, he's gonna go down. Xpure's gonna get cold back up, and I don't know who killed these 2 guys down the street, but that was a good stuff on that squad. And now Xpure and Cold.
Looks like Blue cleaned house on Echo to where they have complete control almost.
Yeah, and
Like
Xpure
few reds.
and Clutie are about to execute what I'll just call a cleanup flank. This is probably.
Or they're just gonna just progress to the to get ready to get to the Russia. That's exactly what they're doing. They're just waiting, and now they're going. Are they on the bridge? Oh yeah, there's a support and a medic in that one bunker, and then there's a tank rolling up onto him. Yeah, I would just move in the route of the bridge, go underneath the bridge, and that's exactly what DFE and
Exactly what
SDRs
they're
are doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Chows
That's community night right there, baby. DFE's doing this part of the flank. SRDS is taking the backside of the flank to get Charlie.
Yeah, and there's some.
I love it. I love it.
There's some DFE and then SRDS just acting like a distraction for them to keep away from looking at the flank that is.
Yeah. Yep. And now they're gonna panic. And let's see if DFE.
Now they realize that their objectives, 2 objectives, are being armed right now.
Yep. If DFE can make, oh, and they've come over the top of it.
They got Bravo. They got Bravo.
The bridge. It's
I think Charlie's gonna be disarmed, maybe.
Is it?
Unless that if Hayes is breaking. No, it just looks like because there's like 5 reds coming up, maybe 6 or 7.
But a big force. Oh,
Nope,
it just
there
went up.
goes Charlie.
It
Yeah,
just went
Charlie.
up.
Yeah, I think Bravo's gonna go any second because they got armed rail.
They got artillery pouring in on it too right now.
Oh, and Alpha been armed too. This might be a quick one.
This is going
Because
fast.
Bravo, Alpha is just left. There was not really much opposition from Red after the first initial.
No, I do think there's some of those. There was some guys that were facing DFE that I think went to the other side.
Yeah. But this one went quicker than the only other one.
This
It just
one
felt
usually
like
goes.
Red.
Yeah, this was usually a back and forth too, the way the map's designed. But DFE and SRDS did a great job of getting themselves in position.
Using their surrounding. DFE and SRS.
I'm not really doing anything, so we're just gonna keep streaming. It's a long one, but we're having fun. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, Hobo. But try to get this over the main objective. Oh, I just screwed myself up. Oh, there we go. Hobo, are you there? Uh-oh. Did I just lose Hobo? No, Hobo's still in the chat there. He might be on the bathroom too.
Oh, I come in. I just. Hello?
Hello? I lost you there for a second.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what. I was saying, like, looks like Charlie, it's going to be if you can. Whoever controls that ridge line, if the enemy can get on that ridge facing Blue's side, they can easily spawn trapped in there. This map is really easy that the other team can spawn each other.
I'm gonna leave this right here on Charlie. I've been streaming for a couple hours. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick again. I'll be right back. Coffee's going through me.
Look like Blue has all grouped up together. Bombard is about to flank Defar there. I don't know if Defar knows it. Yeah, there he goes. He disregarded the kill. Looks like Red is slightly gaining the advantage here. Why is that? Why is Blue running? Why is one Blue? Oh, he's chasing a sniper. Why are you chasing a sniper? You don't need to chase that sniper. Looks like DFE is gonna and LFDS is gonna push the blue side. Chanel Lapata is going to get that. Get enough. DFE Muck is going toe to toe with Kurosaki Recti. And Rumbar is going to go against Muck, and now all the rest of the DF. Red's going to get a nice push to blue, and probably going to capture A here. I think he execute. If they can push that red line, they can easily spawn trap because they almost basically wiped blue out. But they're really not looking to the right, so blue can easily come to their right side, the flank, and to counter their little possibility of a spawn trap. And we're going to go to their rush objectives. Looks like DFE is going to go towards Bravo. Is any kind of squad is going to split off to try to tempt their alpha? Yes, there is. Looks like DFE and LFDS, two guys on alpha. And SRS, your maniac's gonna engage the three of that.
Right, I'm back on the camera.
There. Yeah, we're instantly back to their rush objectives.
Oh no, already? I'm sure.
Blue didn't really put up much of a fight.
I think I'm gonna tell DFE. Let's see here.
Fajel is kind of that one map where it's just like easy, kind of like there's nothing going on. Like the amount of time that you went to the bathroom is literally at the size of how long this match. There's really nothing like entertaining of like how to like commentate. It's just like, yeah, the red is kind of like pushing, and then blue's not really doing much of a defense. But now we're on the station.
See if we can't get a little more balance going.
Yeah.
Because that first Hamada match, you know, we had a lot of good DFE guys on both sides, and it turned into not just a really fun match to watch. These have been a little bit stompy.
This should be a good one. It's really up close and personal.
Yeah.
I would just instantly go on a back flank. Try to get onto the left or right side and just go on back end. Like almost instantaneously. Which looks like red already did that. They're on a back flank. It doesn't look like blue realizes it. And I don't think SDR realized there was a support right next.
Take two was right there. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't see that. And it looks like Charlie's going to be capped. Blue. That's actually quick as I've seen Charlie been capped.
Ultimately, I think they did go on that flank, and it could have worked, but blue just put bodies on.
Yeah, back flank normally can just is like that one move on this specific map.
If it takes too long, or you get slowed down, I mean, obviously you get stuffed and it doesn't work. That's one thing, but even if you get slowed down, it can end up hurting you if you don't do it fast enough. I think that's kind of what happened here.
It looks like blue is going to be pushing hard towards Delta right now. Going to get instantly in position.
We'll see you later, Fox. Hopefully you come back, man. I'm going to keep streaming.
Yep.
You guys keep these matches this fun. I'm going to keep watching.
And it looks like Delta is going to be followed to blue unless if red can. But it's going to D is going to be blue.
I really wish though that there was a means for us to tell all the people in this server that they're live on stream right now.
Yeah, it's the same PC. We can't type that.
No, we can't type anything.
There's few people, i.e. DFE, SDR, and Fuji's still in here, and they already know we're streaming.
They know we're streaming. Yeah, they definitely know
we're
streaming. I'm just talking about. I'm talking about like blueberries and stuff, just because you know. It could just get it could get more people interested. It could, you know, liven up the community nights that they're not just about, because they aren't just about tier 1. They're for anybody. You don't have to be in a clan to join into tier 1. You don't have to, you know, be a current competitive team to get into. That's what these community nights are about. The reason we started doing these was because of the current state of competitive Battlefield and RSP and things like that. And to me, like, at the end of the day, we're showcasing what is ultimately the most important thing about what we do. It's the community. The competitiveness.
And Battlefield 1 was my first experience on like competitive nature of Battlefield.
Me too. Me too.
Which I go back to Battlefield 1 now. It's just TT. Like, I have a little bit more fun with Battlefield 1, but it's just TTK sometimes. It's just, you can notice where Battlefield 5 excels.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they made some strides with the gunplay. I think they got rushed by EA. I mean everybody knows this game got delayed a month. And I'm willing to bet you they asked for a year. Like, I could see that board meeting with those EA people. Like, we need another year to finish this game. You have a month. Like, that's what it felt like. Because if they are worried about pushing out that...
The beta actually felt good. It's just, I don't know what it... It's just, I don't know what happened. It's like, after the beta, it's just netcoding the issues. Just like...
Well... You know, I definitely have sympathy for a lot of these DICE devs. I think that is one thing that's going on in gaming right now. Like, a lot of people were getting real demanding of gamers, of games, and they do need to deliver on the products that they're delivering. I'm not giving them, you know, a cop-out here. They do need to deliver. They just need to be more communicative. Like, they really should have launched this as a beta. They should have launched Battlefield 5 as a beta, like a lot of other games are doing. Like, look at Red Dead. That game's been in beta for 5 months. Now, you could flip that argument and say a lot of people are just putting beta onto the tag to get away with things, but I don't know.
Cough, cough, Fortnite, cough, cough.
Oh, have you seen the news about their developers recently?
No, not really. I don't really much care for Fortnite anymore.
Well, I just
think
saw
it's
some
just
of this on
cringy
like.
as-
Oh, I know. I'm not.
It's just cringe at this point.
Yeah. Oh, I totally understand. But they also, I saw some like reports from some different places that these Epic guys are working like 100-hour weeks, and if they don't, they're getting fired. Apparently, it's brutal at Epic right now.
Hmm. But Battlefield 5 has or had so much potential to it.
I think it still does. I'm gonna hang on to the Battlefield 4.
I feel it's like
model.
getting to that point. I feel like it's getting to that point where it's like the point of no return.
Well, okay, but
With Battlefield 4, though,
how long was that game rubber banding and being awful? You know, I mean, it was a good 6 months, wasn't it? Before they got that under control, and then it was ultimately it was Visceral that came in and saved the netcode and was really good at working with Frostbite, and that's why they threw him the bone of building Hardline, and and I've talked about this on stream before, but I can't stress enough how good the netcode was in Hardline. I mean, at the time, Hobo, I think you were gone for various reasons, but we were a very international clan, and we had no problems playing with lots of international people. We would play matches, or not matches, we were playing competitive stuff, but and maybe that would have enlightened us. Maybe there were some small issues, but for the most part, most of our guys from New Zealand, Middle East, Europe could all play the same server.
I think that was Hardline came after the little rebellion that was made.
Yes, it did. Oh, fun times.
He who shall not be named. I have not seen him at all.
I actually just got invited to a competitive Battlefield matchmaking community. I should have you check it out, buddy. He we'll talk about that later. If I could give, hold on, I gotta ask Ender something. Ask Ender if I can give out a dog tag code.
This hangar is just gonna be a shit show.
I want to see if I can give out a dog tag here to somebody I feel who has gone above and beyond.
This hangar has always been a shit show, no matter what mode.
Yeah. I think it was somewhat intended to be like that.
You might see some good back and forth action on this hangar, but I don't know, it's getting too close to being blue. We go to Alpha. No, Charlie. Now the issue is getting out of the hangar. Because you look at red, they're almost like covering every exit of the hangar.
You know what? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Clutie and Shoppa switched teams. I think maybe Mucky joined in here, and they switched to him.
Maybe.
That's awesome, because I think that's gonna.
Yeah, we're going to see a back and forth action
Now
between
it's-
Bravo and Charlie. There's
Yeah, because now it's like 1, 2. Yeah, Clutie and Shoppa must have left and come back to the other team. I think they had to, because now X Pure's over there. But they've got Callus, Stuffers, Ukkason, Cold Killer. Nice. Little DFE and DFE.
but- yeah, Blue's having a tough time getting out of the hangar. That's the other issue.
Yeah, they've got those tanks right up there, and I'm surprised that they've been alive for as long as they have that close.
If I was the Blue team, I would just toss out smokes right outside and try to see if he can make it. But I don't see any kind of medics near. But they're going out in the back, but they should just stay put as where they're at because now they're going to be at B.
Yeah.
Soldiers, attack the objective.
The Cold Killer's gonna get up behind Zombicide here. Ah, that dynamite wasn't quite up on him there, buddy.
If he had,
That did
if
full
Cold Killer
damage.
had like 3 dynamites, he can just launch 3 on that tank, take 2 Piazza with Pantherfaust, and then boom, tank going.
Yeah, he had a little bit better opportunity.
Maybe with
there.
an anti-tank grenade.
He might
he
have seen
has
something
any.
I didn't, though. I don't know. We can can we check his loadout here? What's he got left? He's got no Panzerfaust and no dynamite.
Right there, look out!
That's why he has stopped assaulting that tank.
Yeah, he's out of ammo.
Very curious about the
Well,
move
looks
he's
like-
taking right now, though. He's coming around.
Looks like Bravo is going to be blue, maybe. I don't know. As I
a
said,
lot of red bodies. in there.
Hangar is going to be a really good back and forth sometimes. Oh yeah, there it goes. Goes in red. Goes about to go to red. And Blue's going red. And the question is, if red takes Bravo, will blue do the same that red did and prevent them from coming out of the hangar? And see how red would react to that.
I like how you can almost very clearly see since DFE balanced it themselves, it's become balanced.
Yeah, really much closer, much
Yeah,
more
I
back and forth.
can't. Yeah, I really. I sound like a broken record. I just can't say enough nice things about DFE.
Yeah.
I really can't. Like they just, whatever it takes, little things like that. And it seems like a small thing, like balancing that out. But man, you'd be surprised. People in Battlefield communities can't ask them to do a damn thing.
Red is coming back in force. And someone threw smoke, which that could be smart. Bring anyone close. Oh, well, Blue has a little bit of a counter going on. But will Blue get enough bodies off the objective? Someone really has to take that tank out too. It's in the middle of the objective. Yeah, it's gonna be red, blue, red B. Now we're gonna go to Alpha. And that time I was right.
Here we go. Here we go. This has got to get him. Cold Killer's got.
Red is
all
already
his
set up
ammo on
at Alpha. Red's already set up at Alpha right now.
Alright, that tank is
I
gone.
don't think Finder knows that there's 3 red guys on his objective.
No, he does not. Only one of them's an assault, though. Oh. Kriz and YPad are suppressing him now.
Blinder guy doesn't realize that too. Like, this guy just died too.
Yeah.
He doesn't know which from where though.
X-Pure's staying on him. It appears X-Pure might have a little
I don't
more
know where
ammo
he's
for
at.
him. What's he got? He's got another Panzerfaust for him. And apparently another dynamite.
Why is Blinder? Oh no, Blinder.
Oh, don't you have another Panzerfaust, Pure? Pure, you got one more dynamite in the Panzer, man? Unless the game, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the game is lying to me, but...
Yeah. We might get enough people off the objective because they're going on both sides,
Yeah.
but we got medics, we got Clutie reviving and being on fire at the same time. Clutie with a nice kill. Clutie's going again, doing her pew pew things and being on fire like Ghost Rider. And we're gonna go to their rush objectives. We got a red guy already at one of the objectives closest to Bravo right now, and no one's at the reps. No one blue is at the rush.
No one's there. Yep, he's about to get that armed up. It's on
But
the
now
outside,
they're starting to come in.
Oh, that's a big kill. Oh, he gets got though.
He got.
This is gonna be a DFE versus. Shoppa gets it right here. This is 3-on-3
About to see
DFE versus
DFE. We're about to
DFE.
see
I love it. I love it.
DFE.
This is community night right here. This is it. Playing each other, playing your friends. They're probably in the same party,
Clutie got one.
talking trash right
Clutie
now
got
to each
one.
other.
My God. Clutie got one, but not the
Oh,
other. But
Clutie
got
gets.
instant revive.
She
Clutie
get
got
revives
revived.
up.
Yeah, she got revived,
Oh,
but
Clutie.
she looks like she's gonna get some revives going on.
Yeah, it's gonna get armed. She's got
She's
X-Pure
playing it
up. Who's
smart.
got Shoppa up? Wow. What a play.
They're going for Alpha. They're arming Alpha right
What a
now.
play. But Callus is right there. Callus is crawling around
No
the ground.
one's
They didn't see
near.
Callus on the ground.
Dude,
Boom.
It looks like they're gonna go to
Squad
Bravo.
bomb.
They're just going to Bravo.
They just got a 4-person squad bomb right onto Bravo.
They got a squad point. They got a squad point right on there. Now it just got taken. I don't know if Fred knows that there's guy defusing Bravo right now,
Nope.
but they're instantly
They're gonna
arming
instantly
Bravo.
rearm it.
And there we go.
Oh, that would be. Oh, dude, this tank needs to make his push right now. He could shut this down. But
It
he
looks
needs
like
to
it's gonna
come
go
now.
forward.
He thinks he's
A
got
is gone.
shots, but he needs to push.
I think this is gonna go in Red's face.
Yeah, he's not gonna get down there in time.
There's no blue. There's no blue near Bravo right now, and they're not gonna get there. Killer of Noob just got killed. I was waiting for so long to say that. I just saw Killer of Noob just fly across the screen. I was like, "Yep, this is a good opportunity." There's, let's see here, a lot of place to be engulfed in. Oh yeah, I can already guarantee there's going to be people in that tower.
I think it's a mistake, though. I mean, you're like 2 Panzerfausts away from it just being useless.
Yeah, just and then or dynamite.
And you're not gonna be on the flag. They are gonna be. Oh, it's about to get smoky and dirty in here.
Well, maybe a good. This might be a good.
This guy's been super fun to watch all day. Boom!
Bloody hell. Some ammo, soldier.
Ow! Impact grenade. Oh my god, Callus!
Oh, killing duffers are going on a little bit of a
How
flank.
are you doing this?
Oh, Cole Killing going behind Lou with this the sniper that's in that one long building is not really paying attention to what was
my
happening.
goodness. If anybody's just watching Callus, that was super fun. he had no right to kill all those people with that shotgun, and he did. That was beautiful.
Zombicide just watched like almost a lot of their guys just die from 2 back flankers.
We got Cushion Weed 420. I listen. I'm a connoisseur myself. That might be a little overkill. Maybe a little too many redundancies.
We did it.
In Weed.
We did it.
420.
You take the weed.
And how can I mean Kush is weed? So how is it Kush in weed?
So you're saying you're smoke?
It's
weed
not a bad name for
weed.
like a future like drive-through weed store in like a legal state. You know, just head on down to the Cushion Weed.
Head on down to your gun and get your free breast stick.
That's what it's like in a lot of legal states. It's amazing. You ever been in a weed shop there, hobo?
No,
In your life?
no.
Ever seen the inside of one?
I have not seen inside the weed shit. I'm pretty sure if I did, I don't know. I'll be instantly piss test the next day.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But I tried to get my folks to just go see inside one, like just go because they're it's history to me, you know. Whether or not you agree with it, like it, like that's not even part of the debate. Go in one of those places. It's history.
One of my aunts went to Colorado, I think, and she was on her way back to Virginia or West Virginia, and she took some brownies or cookies. And you already know where the story's going. So she basically was feeling really, really good in the neighborhood on the plane.
Oh, she took them off. Okay, I see what you're saying.
She took
that's the only way to fly.
A lot.
I thought you meant she was traveling with them.
She literally flew high.
Well,
she flew high in the sky.
Dare I tell one of my favorite stories? Flying over the Colorado Rockies.
Do tell.
High as a kite on edibles. While watching. Dude, it was a beautiful sunny day over the Rockies. Had some CCR going in my iPod. It was a good flight. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
My aunt was like freaking out because she was like, "Oh God, I'm going to West Virginia. Weed's not legal."
That's actually a really interesting legal question, though. Because, like, obviously it's not a hard legal question. Like, you're not supposed to take it on the plane and leave the state with it. You know? But if you consume it, and then you're high there, did you technically commit a federal crime and traffic it out of Colorado in your stomach, even though you're processing it? That's an interesting legal question.
I had to ask, like,
I imagine
kinda
there's
like,
not a
I
lot
don't
they
know.
could do about it. I don't know. That's weird.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, like,
Any
there's
lawyers
some,
in
like,
the chat here?
like, if you willingly took edibles and then traveled, then that's probably one thing. But if you ate something like a brownie or a cookie and wasn't well aware that there was any kind of, like,
Well, that's a
weed
different
in there.
story. If you didn't
That's a
know,
different
that's
story.
a different story. But I'm just saying, if you're in Colorado and you get to the checkout and you're like, oh my god, I forgot, you got to take, like, you know, is it
Well,
okay to
she
eat
got. Well, my aunt did get through the security and whatnot. She was able to get on because she got high. She got high before the flight,
it before the flight?
like before they got to the plane.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just curious as how they classify that technically, because you're leaving the state with it in your stomach, but it's not really a
She
product
wasn't
of it.
aware that they were. She wasn't aware that they were edibles.
Oh, she didn't know.
She didn't know.
Oh. How did she not?
She
How
thought
did she
was
not
eating
know,
normal.
man? Because like, let me.
I don't
I
know.
mean, I've bought stuff in 2 different legal states, and especially now that it's like recreationally legal, the packaging is crazy. Like it's hard to not know unless somebody takes it out, leaves it out, or made them themselves. Because the packaging is.
Or she did know it, and then she had a lot of them, and then she had to get everything.
She didn't know. Yeah. Well, you gotta be careful. If you've never really done them, you can't. You gotta introduce your body to it. You can't drop like 250 milligrams the first time you do edibles, because you're not gonna have a good day. You're not gonna have a good day. You gonna jump in there and play, Hobo? Or did you get?
Oh, I got my game crashed.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's go get some more first person here. Where's Duffers? Duffers is a fun guy to watch. Let's see here.
Nuts!
Soldiers, attack the
You
objective.
have to capture the objective!
I have returned.
I'm watching Duffers try to be a sneaky snake here.
Oh, he was in a bush. Ooh. Oh no, here comes the teabag.
I'll see to you.
Oh. Duffers just got flattened by the. Kyle's running around with looks like the drilling might be, or
Are you talking about Callus?
oh yeah, he's
Yeah, no, dude, he's been using that drilling all night. I'll go to him again because it's worth it. Because he, I don't think I've switched to him once all night where he didn't do something awesome.
Just fucking
Another kill.
correct that one guy.
Yep, yep. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he almost got that shot off. Oh, that was X-Pure. That was
I think he
some accurate shots.
tried to quickly go to his rifle.
Oh, maybe. Yep. Oof, sensitivity's getting me. Alright.
You got killed by the new OMG.
Get Duffers in here. I know we got. Good job, man, mate.
Running with the good old Tommy. Tommy is a good close quarters weapon.
Soldiers, attack the objective.
I would say between the MP40 and the Tommy gun, those two are the best guns to use for medics.
See, I'm a Suomi man.
I tried the Suomi, I just wasn't really into it.
I think that's what's fun about, like, and sometimes overlooked in Battlefield, is that, like, there's only so many variables that can really adjust in terms of how a gun performs. And the fact that we all have, like, varying opinions on them is kind of impressive in terms of game design. That they've clearly learned a lot of good lessons over the year. I'm gonna hold out what I'll just call the Battlefield 4 hope. That this is gonna be a rough first year, and that they want this game to have a successful life. But that, you know, I say that, and that might get all bit in the ass by the PlayStation 5 launch. If it's true that they're gonna have Battlefield Bad Company 3 in 2 years,
Or one year, I think.
oh, is it 2020?
Yeah, I think it was rumored to be a release title for the PS.
Yeah, but wasn't the release supposed to be 2021?
No, 2020 at the end of 2020,
Oh, at the end of like right before Christmas. Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah, that's what they'll do.
That's probably what they're going to release before Christmas. Get that.
Yeah, get them their first little set bought off there.
Lucky for me, depending how much the price is, I can just buy it for myself. Instead of asking, like, you know, my parents like, can I get a PS5? You're like, no, fuck you, I'm going to be buying my own. Looking at my PS4 hasn't really kicked the bucket.
Did I tell you that mine did?
Oh no.
Yeah, dude, I was getting legitimate screen tearing on games, like screen tearing you'd see on PC. The SSD I put in it held it out for a little while, but it just, I mean, well, you know me, hobo, I ran that thing into the ground.
The only thing I really had to do with my PS4 is add an external hard drive to it, like a 2 or 4 terabyte hard drive, external hard drive.
Yeah, man. Have you thought about putting an SSD in the internal?
I tried, but it was just, nah.
Really?
Yeah,
easy, man.
I tried it, and it was like I couldn't find the right USB. I guess I don't know, but I just gave with it.
Okay, I can help you out with that because it's a massive upgrade.
Yep.
Well, I'll say this: it's a from what I've learned, it's a decent upgrade for a PS4. It's an amazing upgrade for a PS4 Pro, which is what I ended up having. I got one at a pawn shop.
I was also thinking about maybe getting a PS4 Pro, but now being like PS5 being rumored out, coming out in 2020, I might like hold off on it.
Oh yeah, I was just hoping my standard PS4 would hang on. And then it started, like, I mean, I've cleaned it out a bunch of times. It just started overheating and screen tearing. But if anybody out there has never used an SSD or a solid state drive, they're pretty easy to install as long as you've got access to a computer, because you have to put the PlayStation operating system onto a flash drive. But once you do that, it's a very simple process. It's designed to come out of the back of the PlayStation, or the PS4 Pro. It comes out of the front of the standard PS4. Unscrewed, slides right out, slide the new one in, reinitialize, and you've got a PS4 that will load games 7 to 10 seconds, 15 seconds faster. Like fast travels. My fast travels in the Division now are like instant. It's so fast. PUBG doesn't. I don't know if anybody has played PUBG. That's one complaint a lot of Xbox players have had, and now PlayStation players, is an SSD makes the game work a lot better. Yeah, because a lot of people, like, the math doesn't load in when you drop, but with an SSD,
someone just spawned in on someone and just instantly died.
That was a hell of an artillery strike. Ooh. All right. Okay, Hobo. I'm gonna have to call it there. We've been live for
Alright.
3 hours and
Yeah,
15
3
minutes.
Almost going to 1 o'clock in the morning here.
It's gonna be the U.S. stream before I know it. So I'm gonna need to take a little break. My dog's giving me dirty looks.
I need to get ready to go to sleep.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for staying with me, and we had fun. Thank you to everybody out there. If you're watching right now or watching later, we appreciate it. If you're still watching right now, you're diehard. But that's it.
True MVP.
I'm Shepherd2420. That's Hobo, and we are out for Tier 1.